bulls, 50 to 75 pairs of bred cows, 850 to 900. Calves and yearlings today sale will include 25 to 30 cow-calf pairs, mostly black, white face, red, white face English cross cows with Angus and Charolais calves at side. Pair 6 to 10 years old, 99 calves, Mr. David Gable at Roe Mesa, New Mexico. Ex-quality black, white face Charolais crossbred calves, Cattle Master 5, 7-way, medium condition, 350 500 pounds. 120 calves, light yearlings, Runyon Martin Ranch, Hope, New Mexico. Good quality black, white face, red, white face English crossbreds. 1 round of shots, thin condition, 350 700 pounds. 54 calves, Kenneth Smith Incorporated, Hobbs, New Mexico. Ex-quality black, white face Angus crossbred calves. 1 round of shots, thin condition, 325 425 pounds. 48 calves, Guadalupe Mountain Farms, Sierra Blanca, Texas. Ex-quality black, white face Angus cross calves, medium condition, 350 550 pounds. 41 calves, 3-bar cattle company, Jow, New Mexico. Ex-quality black, white face Angus crossbred calves, Bow Shield Gold 7-way, 300 600 pounds. 51 yearlings, RS Cattle Company, Belen, New Mexico. Good quality crossbred yearlings, weaned long time, 2 rounds of shots right off some fields, 700 850 pounds. And 23 calves, Mr. Lim Sims, Mayhill, New Mexico. Ex-quality black Angus calves, 1 round of shots, 400 500 pounds. Sale time this morning 9 o'clock. Sell pairs of bred cows at 9:30. Be selling calves and yearlings around 10. Fairly short on cows and bulls today, so don't be late. We expect to sell 1,100 head today. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
Don't miss an evening with the all-star lineup of Ricky Skaggs and his band, Kentucky Thunder. This performance is packed with Skaggs' greatest hits, beautifully blended vocals, and blazing fast instrumentals. Performing for 2 nights on Wednesday, August 21st and Thursday, August 22nd at the Spencer Theater in Alto, New Mexico. For tickets, call the box office at 575-336-4800 or online at spencertheater.com. We'll see you at the Spencer.
Honey, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Well, I'm making a big breakfast for you and the kids. We got to get going this morning. It's a long drive to Midland Airport.
I booked our flights out of our airport here in Hobbs. It's in town, not in Texas.
Well, you want some toast?
Is that strawberry?
Organic boysenberry.
I'm going back to bed.
Love you.
Flying in and out of Hobbs gives you more time and less stress. So when it's time to fly, you gotta fly Hobbs.
This is Lane Adams, Market President of Citibank. Our bank is stepping up in a big way right now to match any donations to the Community Foundation of Lincoln County. During the month of August, when you make any donation to the Lincoln County Community Foundation, Citibank will match that donation up to a total matching donation of $50,000. That's any amount you wish to donate to this important fund that goes directly to the fire victims. Citibank will match it up to a total donation of $50,000. So stop by any Citibank location in New Mexico or Texas. Member FDIC.
Hobbs, New Mexico. Get ready. It's the return of Hobbs August nights. Friday, August 23rd and Saturday, August 24th. It's a fun-filled weekend on Broadway in downtown Hobbs, featuring this year's concert headliner, Los Lonely Boys. Other concert acts include Mariachi Rock Revolution, 5 Miles West, and many more. Downtown vendors and car show. Tons of activities for the whole family. It's Hobbs August Nights 2024. For lodging information, contact Thelma at 575-397-3202.
Lacked Service Company of Hobbs is hiring CDL drivers with hazmat endorsements and at least 1 year experience. Oilfield experience is a plus but is not required. You will have most weekends off and never work on Sunday again. Lacked does offer PTO, vacation, and safety days to qualified employees. Stop by 3521 Industrial Drive in Hobbs today to submit an application, or for more info, contact Michael at 575-370-4604. Lacked Service Company, serving the oil and gas industry since 1969.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
Hi, good morning, and for this week, the hottest week of the season, I do believe, as temperatures hit 104 degrees in Roswell this afternoon. Carlsbad and Artesia at 101 degrees, and Hobbs and Lovington at 99 degrees. Anywhere you look, it's going to be hot. 99 degrees again tomorrow at our radio studios, at 103 degrees in Carlsbad, as well as 102 in Roswell. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
You guys ready?
Be in the Breakfast Club, broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio. Text line at 877-396-W105. Powered by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer.
And I want to make sure I get the quote exactly right.
You seem particularly triggered right now.
Hello, friends. Do you know what today is?
Spudtacular Day. It's National Potato Day.
Potato.
How many different ways?
Would you prepare it?
Mashed potatoes.
Potato salad.
Potato salad.
You say potato?
You say potato, I say potato. We're a nation that truly loves our potatoes.
One potato, two potatoes.
Today is National Potato Day.
It's showtime.
And good morning to you. It is another day in paradise, except today is your Monday. Lots of things to get to. They kick off the Democratic National Convention.
Yeah.
Better known as Protest City, USA.
Well, you ain't lying.
We will have protesters. They're expecting over 100,000 protesters to be on location. By the way, did you know the largest Somali population in America? A lot of people think it would be Minneapolis, but it's actually Chicago.
That's pretty interesting.
Chicago. That's going to be good. Yeah, look, they're putting up the fences. They're boarding up the businesses. It looks like a damn hurricane is coming through.
Wait, I thought Democrats don't believe in fences.
Peaceful protesters, Blake. Peaceful.
We'll see.
They're advising people to stay in groups.
If it's peaceful protesters for the Democrats, I hope the businesses all have fire insurance.
And do not venture outside in downtown Chicago. Not because of the protesters, just because it is Chicago. We're going to get to that. Got a lot of things to get to. 609. We are on the Breakfast Club, W105. Black Crow, Root Beer, Float Day going on. International Bow Day, Orangutan Day. Talk like Jar Jar Binks Day. I have no idea who that is.
Jar Jar Binks. He was in the episode 1 of Star Wars. He was the
no wonder I didn't know who the hell he was.
The Gungan that everyone loves to hate kind of has a Jamaican accent.
Aviation Day going on today. Happy flying. Hot and Spicy Food Day.
Yeah, buddy.
National, as time calls it, I don't eat that. National Tater Day. Sandcapture Sculpture Days. Soft Ice Cream Day. Stay home with your kids day. And then figure out I need 2 incomes or we're going broke.
Right.
World Humanitarian Day going on all day today. And the, like I said, Democratic National Convention underway in Chicago starting today. And this is smart. Yeah, to keep the noise to a minimum. Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago, is encouraging all people in Chicago to use silencers for the week. This week, Democrats will put the put their accomplishments with Biden-Harris administration on display, assuming, of course, that they can think of any.
Yeah.
That might be a problem. Nearly 50,000 visitors are expected to attend the convention.
Whoa.
And by the way, that's attendees. That doesn't count the protesters.
They're going to have more protesters than attendees.
Oh, it's going to be crazy. The convention kicks off tonight with Joe Biden delivering the keynote address, and this is exciting. Oh. He plans to mumble halfway through it.
You know, usually for political conventions, whoever delivers the keynote is usually an up-and-coming person in the party,
right?
Not usually somebody that they did a coup against.
Well, they didn't want him later on in the week because that's when the viewership goes up.
Okay.
That could be it. Now, you could tell Joe is still kind of resentful
Well, his feelings
for getting pushed out. And in fact, his plans are going to start the speech tonight by giving Nancy Pelosi the finger and turning to Obama and giving him the other finger. The biggest challenge for Joe tonight will, of course, be that he won't be able to find his way off the stage. That's probably going to be the biggest. Sad story, but true. Sad. Maurice Williams, the writer, lead singer of Stay.
Yeah.
Has passed away. He's 86. He was 86.
That was a short song.
Yeah, one of the shortest songs ever. And the song was #1 on Billboard in 1960 and was the Zodiac's only major success. And the son of Clarence Clearwater Revival's Doug Clifford is accused of murdering his girlfriend and is a person of interest in the second killing.
I see a bad moon rising.
Man, isn't that sad?
It is sad.
This kid probably had a privileged life. Very privileged.
Oh, yeah. Rock and roll star kid.
Oh, I would think. All right, we got a lot of things to get to. 6:13. I got great sound bites. In fact, the tweet of the day, Don Lemon has lost his place on CNN.
Poor guy.
Has lost his place on X. And now is wandering and interviewing people on the boardwalk. Well, that's actually pretty good because he got a rude awakening. We'll get to that in just a second. Tom on the text, if you would.
Well, not any good new text in there yet, B.
Did we do the question? Did we do the question?
Not yet. We haven't done the question of the day, have we?
No good text. Question of the day is weirdest, strangest reason that that you went to the hospital. So strangest reason you went to the hospital. Weird, strange, whatever you want to call it, that you ended up in the ER. I'd love to hear from you. Let's start with Tom. Tom, strangest reason you went to the ER.
Yeah, I know why you came to me for, because, you know.
I don't want to hear any gerbil stories.
No gerbil stories.
It was completely opposite. Strangest reason you went to the ER.
Not really a strange one.
Go ahead.
I haven't been to the ER in a while.
Well, give us a story, Tom.
That would have been about 6 months ago. Remember, you went to the ER, you weren't feeling good, you had COVID, and then it turned out you didn't have COVID. Remember that? Yeah. All right. Strangest reason you went to the ER.
Go ahead. I don't have a good one.
You're not going to do the story about you being compacted and they had to bring in the concrete breaker?
That's old news, dude.
Well, he's asking.
In Ruidoso, yeah.
That would be a strange
also
one, right?
in Lovington. Didn't happen just once. The doctor's like, do you eat any fiber? What about vegetables? What about some fruit? Hold up a second. Joe, back her up here. Up, 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 up. Brrr, brrr. Yeah. My strangest reason went to the ER is that I cut my hand off.
Your fingers, huh?
Yeah, cut all the fingers off.
Right.
Yeah, that was a bloody mess.
They didn't know how to sew them back on right, though.
No, they sewed them back on right. The tendons locked up, Tom.
Yeah.
Wait, I got something for you. Hold up. Make sure and look in the camera.
Wait. Let me flip it over there so you can see
Make sure and look in the camera real good.
What is it?
You ready? You ready?
I can't see.
Hold on. Wait. I'm telling you, I got a lag on my end today. There it goes. There we go.
You ready, Tom?
Yeah.
Ready? You ready? You ready?
It's crooked.
Yeah. You get the point, though.
Whatever.
All right, Blake. Weirdest reason you went to the ER?
Mine's recent too. When I stepped on the saw blade and it almost cut my 2 little toes off.
Wow.
I just held them together and got up there and they were like, oh, well, it's not that bad. And then they looked at it and they go, oh yeah, it's a good thing you got here.
Get it to the
Yeah, let
bone.
me just
all the way to the bone.
let me get it done. All right, 616. Check of the weather. Actually, another hot beginning of the week and even hotter later on in the week. Weather this morning being brought to you by Zia Guns, 1907 North Main in Roswell. Over 1,000 guns in stock. Handguns, rifles, shotguns, they've got them all. Trade in your old gun to get a better gun. And if you're getting ready for bow season, they can tune up your bow. They've got lots of ammo. They've got everything you might need. Want to talk to them? 575-622-0023. Or just stop in, look for the big yellow sign in Roswell, 1907 North Main in Roswell. Closed Saturday, always open on Sunday. 99 and sunny today. Overnight low tonight, getting down to about 70. High tomorrow, 99. But later in the week, it's going to be over 100 again. 5-day forecast. You can check it out for yourself, W105radio.com. Weather this morning being brought to you by Janko Janitorial. You can find them West Main and Artesia. Full-service janitorial company. They offer commercial-grade janitorial supplies, or they can go out and clean for you. Yeah, they can do commercial cleaning, oil field cleaning, and industrial cleaning. And their folks are trained and certified. Call Amber this morning, 575-703-1869, or go to the website, jancojanitorial.com. Need cleaning supplies or somebody to do all the cleaning for you, jancojanitorial.com for more information. Scary story. We've got a terrorist bomb maker that was in New Mexico. They're looking for the second suspect, and I am totally surprised at this story. Let me go back to Thursday of last week. Somebody sent me this story, but it was a YouTube. And so I was kind of hold off on it until I can verify a little bit more information. And I kept looking for it over the weekend on, KOAT, KOB, KRQE, nothing. Pinyon Post. You can go check the complete story out there. Border Patrol arrest a terrorist bomb maker in New Mexico. Second suspect is on the run. So New Mexico becomes a focal point of the security concern as it serves as a crossing point for criminal and terrorist aliens attempting to enter the United States. Recently, law enforcement of New Mexico arrested a Palestinian man at the border and previously convicted in Israel for making bombs.
The really important part of that is the Palestinian bomb maker.
Yeah. Wait a second here.
Yeah.
So recently, law enforcement in New Mexico arrested this guy. The man served 20 months in Israel in a prison involved in that terrorism, was apprehended trying to cross into the United States on our southern border in New Mexico. How many terrorists have we had that they've actually let through? Close to 400?
Sure, if you want to guess low.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're saying. Those were the gotaways. Close to 400 that they know about. Palestinian bomb maker.
Who are the terrorists? Who are the genocidal folks?
That would be Hamas.
And Palestinians.
Wow. So now we got fentanyl. We've got terrorist. And our governor thinks it's a great idea.
Well, he came across it.
Somebody sent me a video also over the weekend. It is up on YouTube about Albuquerque. And this guy is a independent, blogger. He's really more a news reporter type of, independent that goes into the communities and goes into the Badlands. And supposedly the police called this part of Albuquerque the war zone.
Really?
Because of, I'll send both of you the YouTube. It's kind of interesting. It's crazy is what it is. And it should make you proud. It should make you proud that our tax dollars are footing the bill for a lot of these individuals. How many of these individuals do you think are in some form of government assistance?
100%.
I'm talking about the thugs, the drug addicts, all of those.
100%.
100%.
Well,
that's our tax.
Well, let me be a little generous. 99%.
Yeah, 99.9. We'll say
there's always an anomaly.
Sad story to report that a Hobbs motorcyclist died due to injuries sustained in a single vehicle crash on Nadine Road in Gaines County. That happened on Saturday, 9:28 p.m., according to a press release from DPS. According to the preliminary report, 57-year-old Robert Gibson, driving a 2013 Harley Street Glide, was westbound on Nadine Road. Gibson was going too fast for that curve and veered off the road, fell into a narrow ditch. Gibson was taken to Covenant Hospital in Hobbs, later died. According to the report, he was not wearing a helmet. Crash remains under investigation. Of course, thoughts and prayers.
He must not have been paying attention, because I know that there's that curve right there where the Texas and New Mexico roads meet, because New Mexico doesn't join up right. So there's always that curve on every one of them. But there's not many other big curves on that road. That used to be one of the routes that I would take on my bicycle. And
it's a pretty bad one.
Yeah, wow.
I tell you what, my motorcycle accident has taught me one thing. Wear a helmet.
Yep.
Wear a helmet. Because when my head hit that concrete 3 times.
Oh, should have been dead.
I would have been dead. I wouldn't even be speaking right now. Anyway, you know it's crazy. And I will give credit where credit's due. About 2 weeks later, we were on an island. We're island jumping. And I was riding, and, I got the camera hooked up on my bike.
Right.
And Todd the Hobbit told me, hey, brother, strap your helmet. If you hit the concrete, that helmet's going to fly off.
Yeah, strap it.
For some reason, I remembered that and buckled it. And I never put a long sleeve shirt on. I told my wife, I'm going to put my shirt on. So I don't know, but God was with me, that's for sure.
Yep.
Kamala Harris, North Carolina rally, mere 250 people showed up. Trump had thousands upon thousands in Asheville.
Yeah, he did.
The crowd was really strong.
They were.
Kamala looked like she was talking to, they could fit into, a small arena, very, very small arena.
They packed them behind her,
right?
Yeah,
so that it would look good for the cameras. So she was talking straight away to less than half the crowd.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. Somebody from the Harris campaign snapshot a picture at the Trump rally in North Carolina and posted it up. Look, he can't even fill up the arena. But what it was kind of sketchy, because they took the picture before the rally started, like 2 hours before the rally started.
Right.
I mean, you guys are just dirty. You guys are just dirty and underhanded.
Well, yeah.
I mean, please. Harris' economic plan would add $1.7 trillion to the national debt. Yeah, she's talking about adding all kind, lowering the cost of families, for American families, price gouging.
I don't think she knows what that means exactly, price gouging.
I'm going to play a cut from Gutfeld. And look, this guy's a comedian, but he's smart. He went into great detail what's the problem with this. And, the idea sounds great that we're going to give home buyers $25,000.
Where's mine?
First thing that happens, Tom, what's the first thing that happens when somebody is getting $25,000 as a down payment?
They go spend it, bro.
No, the cost of the house just went up $25,000.
Well, that too. Huh? Right. Realtors ain't stupid.
The cost of the house just went up $25,000.
Well, and for first time buyers, what about me? What about you?
Well, and the other thing that does, I don't know if anybody remembers under Obama,
Yes.
the subprime crash that happened in 2008.
It sets it up.
They were selling homes to people that had no business getting a home.
Yeah, for
They
no
couldn't
money
afford
down.
the home. There are people that actually never made one payment
And bought
and
multi-million
lived in the
dollar
home
houses.
for 2 years.
Yeah.
And it crashed our economy. Short-term memory for some folks. Biden committed impeachable conduct, defrauded the United States to enrich his family. House GOP report. House Oversight's Judiciary Ways and Means Committee have led to the impeachment inquiries against Biden. So what would you call this, Blake? Before I let you speak, 292-page report.
About time. Like, why are they doing this now? I mean, they've already had the coup. They've got him out. Why? I mean, thank God they are, because his family took $27 million.
Well, now is to completely finish him off. And I'm not so sure this is the Republicans.
Well, I mean, they control the committee.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, they've been talking about this now for 9 months or more.
Yeah.
Or more. Kamala Harris goes in front of a high school football team, Pennsylvania. Talk to the players. Yeah, she said that, they're counting on them and their excellence. Applauded the players for being ambitious.
Oh,
it's not easy being a role model.
Okay.
Making the role model club. It's not easy, she said. Then she went on to say, Tom, did you write this line for her?
What was it?
You will be undefeated, even if you don't win every game.
Okay. She's obviously not a sports person.
You will be undefeated, even if you
Wait.
don't.
Tom, your comment is she's not a sports person?
Yeah.
By the way, 2 + 2 still equals how much?
5.
Harris emerges the black vote in key states. That's what the polls are finding, that black people before Kamala entered the race were backing off the Democratic Party. But looks like Harris has rejuvenated the black vote in Michigan and Pennsylvania, according to brand new polls.
Are you buying that?
I'm not buying it, and I'm look. I think black women are backing Kamala. I think black men are not buying into it.
There are several black commentators that I watch on YouTube, right?
Oh,
and to a person, all the men, they're like, look, this woman isn't even black.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And you know what? A lot of people are scared to speak out.
They are.
True story. A lot of blacks are scared to speak out. There was a comedian. I listened to the comedian, and he was like, yeah, I'm voting for Trump, but I should have never told my family. Because my family, every time I see my family, oh, you white now. Huh. You white. And by the way, politics has nothing to do with white, black, brown, Asian. It really doesn't.
Nope.
Political party has no color.
No.
It really.
You could say that, but you want to talk about the political party that has always been for the black people, even though they don't know it, is the Republican Party.
Yeah. Yeah. We got the tweet of the day coming up next. Our number 877-396-W105. We'll also get to the price of oil. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Atlas Make a Mirror, atlasmakeamirror.com for more information. You can buy the mirror right off the website, atlasmakeamirror.com. It's also Atlas makeup mirror and a grooming tool. Tom, I don't know if you noticed, I had a 3-day beard a little while ago, and I shaved it off. I used a makeup mirror to do my trimming and stuff. And that's what it's really, guys, I mean, I call it a makeup mirror, but it's really more than that. It is a grooming tool. If you've got one of those big beards or goatees, you want to make sure everything is straight and looking good and you're edged up. This is the perfect tool that you can use. Find out more information on that website. You can also go to Facebook and Instagram and check it out. Call Rebecca. Talk to her. 575-631-3189. Cool story, the backstory about Rebecca Long. You know, she was traveling New Mexico, and she discovered even nice hotels, the mirrors and the lighting in hotels, just terrible. She came home with a purpose to find a great makeup mirror. And she discovered there really weren't any good ones. Mm-hmm. And so she decided she was going to build it. And so she did. AtlasMakeupMirror.com. Go check them out today. Tom on the text, 632.
Did y'all see the video about Harris's rally with all the vans filled with people they paid them to travel with her? Asked this one texter. Huh. And I was playing catcher on the question of the day. What's the strangest reason you ever went to the emergency? I was playing catcher in a softball game and got hit in the head with a bat and bled like a struck hog, says the text this morning. You know,
anything to do with the head or the face?
That reminds me, when you asked me earlier, last year I was doing the summer tournament in Midland when I got hit with a ball from the outfield. The ball was coming left, then it all of a sudden turned right and hit me in the back of the head.
Yes, the ball turned right. Yeah. Yes, the ball turned right. It was like a curveball from hell.
And I wasn't expecting it. And boom, I fell and hit the turf. They thought I was dead because I felt like a sack of beans. Boom.
I'm only laughing because you're okay.
I felt like a sack of beans.
Yeah. So I called my brother. He took me to the emergency, and I checked out. So there you go. Strangest reason I've ever gone. Yeah, it was last year.
Well, that and compact. Yeah, either one.
So anyway, there you go. And Jody from Lovington, you know what would be a great idea would put Mandy on the morning so she can read the text and actually engage in conversations with y'all, unlike you know who, says Jody from Lovington.
Oh, so you think it would be a great idea to have a woman reading the text?
She can read those texts.
Oh, that's a great idea, Jody. We'll see what we can do about that.
But she's going to get up there at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't think she wants to do that.
So a woman on the morning show.
Well, why are you speaking for her?
That would be awesome.
What's that?
Why are you speaking for her?
What do you mean?
You're speaking.
I don't know if she wants to get here that early. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, these are big shoes to fill.
You got to get up.
Bigger pants to fill, Mandy.
You got to get at 4 o'clock in the morning, actually.
Why?
To get here.
Did you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Did.
Yeah, what do you do for all those hours?
But I hit the alarm for about an hour, and then I come up here.
So you don't get up at 4 o'clock.
So
that's like the old joke. Yeah, I wake up at 4, but then I finally get up at 6 to clean myself.
So
yes.
We got a phone call. We got a phone call, bro.
Let's go to the call, then we'll come back with the tweet of the day. 6:35, 25 away from 7. Morning, how you doing? Where are you calling from this morning? Hello?
I'm doing good. Good morning, gentlemen. How are y'all?
Good morning to you.
Another day.
I hear you there. This is Brent. I'm in Carlsbad.
Hey, Brent, good morning.
I was calling regarding your question of the day. I took my youngest daughter, to the hospital, ER, a few years ago, and she was complaining of stomach problems. I was afraid it might be her appendix or something like that, so I rushed her to the ER, and it turned out to be she was, like maybe Tom A would say, complicated or something like that. Constipated, but so they gave her an IV full of water. That was a mess. I spent the money for an IV full of water. Imagine that.
Yeah, saline solution.
I appreciate you, brother. Take it easy.
Thank you.
All right, 636, tweet of the day. We'll get to that next, Tom Tex.
All right. Kathy from the Patch is chiming in on the question of the day. When I was a kid, I was playing football with my sister running backwards, and she told me to look out, and I turned around, and a mesquite thorn went through my eye and tore it into little pieces. Ooh. And I had to have reconstructive surgery on my eyeball. Needless to say, I wore a patch for 6 months and had 20/20 vision after having 40 stitches in my eye.
Man.
Well,
sorry you went through that, Kathy, but awesome that you turned out with 20/20 vision after that.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and isn't mesquite also, if you step on the thorn,
yep,
it actually is like poisonous, correct?
Well, you can use it with barbecue.
I don't know the answer to that question, actually.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the mesquite it's not poisonous where it's going to kill you, but it will swell up. Something silly.
I'm sure, because anything like that. But the other thing she got out of this, if you think about it, Kathy, you wore a patch for 6 months. Did you get the nickname Patch? That's kind of the
Kathy from the Patch. Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Strangest thing I went to the ER, says this one text, was I got bucked off a horse and landed on my head. Went in at 2 a.m, woke up a week later because they'd put me in a drug-induced coma.
God bless, man.
Says
God bless.
And yes, mesquite, Kathy from the Patch says it is poisonous. They actually had to burn my eye to get the poison out.
That's what I was thinking, because I remember when I first moved to Texas, they said, "Man, be very careful about stepping on the mesquite branches."
Right.
That it poison. All right,
glad
tweet
you're
of
better,
the day.
Kathy.
Yeah, I'm
and
glad
one
you
that
came
one
out
that
of
Tom's
that.
not going to read. He's going to keep skipping around it. I agree. Bring Mandy on the show, says Anthony from Roswell.
Well, if she wants to get up here at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, if you want to get up here and wake up at 4 o'clock
think
in the
that's
morning
saying,
to lay around for an hour.
I think the consensus then so far is yes, a female on the morning show would be awesome.
I mean, if you want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, well, not up, but I mean, if you want to set your alarm for 4. All right, tweet of the day this morning being brought to you by our buddies and our friends at La Tienda Thriftway in Carlsbad. Right now, they've got big specials going on. Center cut pork loin, chops, $2.99 a pound. Choice chuck roast, $4.99 a pound. Also, get the whole pork loin for $1.99 a pound. Pork spare ribs, just $2.49 a pound. Choice chuck steak, $4.49 a pound. 69 cents for chicken drumsticks. And you can get grapes, $1.99 a pound. The seedless black grapes, $1.99 a pound. Cantaloupes, $1.99 a pound. And you can get 12-pack of Pepsi, 3 for $13. 12-pack of Pepsi, 3 for $13. Coca-Cola, a 20-pack for $10.99. Spam, 2 for $5. And from the deli, you can get the beef bologna for $7.49. Turkey, corner shop turkey, $6.99 a pound. And the off the bone ham, just $5.49. Find these specials and more going on at La Tienda Thriftway. Things have gotten pretty bad for Don Lemon, as I like to call him, Don Lemon. And so he lost a job at CNN. Then he went on X, and Elon Musk fired him. So now he's just wandering around interviewing people. He did so over the weekend and got some surprises when it came to Harris or Trump.
Here in Jersey, Atlantic City. Who do you support? I plead the fifth. Trump for the win. Tell me why.
I feel like she's not good for president. She's good vice, but not for the actual lead role for the country.
Does it have anything to do with being a woman?
No.
Who do you want?
Trump.
Why don't you like Harris?
Oh, she doesn't have any experience.
She's the vice president. She's a senator.
Yeah, no, she had no experience.
Americans?
Well, I want Donald Trump. I just feel we need somebody that has a stronger background with the military and the world in general.
She was a prosecutor and attorney general, and a senator, and a vice president. You're in a gambling town. Who's your money on?
I'm going to support the Democratic Party, but, I mean, Trump looks like he got it in the bag right now.
4 years ago, it was a lot better. I made a lot more money than I do now.
I know you feel that way, but that's not actually what the record shows. The economy is actually better under Biden. No, I'm serious. That's what the facts show.
Okay, you know what?
No, it's not because I watch CNN. Trump or Harris?
Trump.
That's who's going to win.
That's who's going to win.
Who you support?
I support Trump. All the people that came to this country legally, it's not fair that they're letting all 10,000 to 15,000 people, 20,000 people here illegally. Have you seen San Diego? Yeah. They're coming off the boats, off the water right here, off the ocean. Did you know Biden was flying them in? Did you know Biden was flying them in? You didn't know that?
Well, I know nobody likes him, but we had good times with Donald Trump. Our economy was good. Life was good.
But you know the economy's better under Biden than Trump. That's what the stats show. That's what the facts show.
Well, you know what? I don't know where they're getting their facts, but I don't think they're valid. I don't know where their facts are coming from.
By the way, she gave the good BS to that one.
Yes.
And did you see the way he was trying to lead them? Oh, no, she's a former congressman. She's like this. She's.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, they're not buying it. They're not buying it at all. And by the way, many black men were on that video.
Oh, yeah.
J.D. Vance with the quote of the weekend. Listen to this quote. I think it is probably the quote of the weekend.
Because the American people just don't buy the idea that Kamala Harris, who has been vice president for 3.5 years, is somehow going to tackle the inflation crisis in a way tomorrow that she hasn't for the past 1,300 days. Giving Kamala Harris control over inflation policy, Shannon, it's like giving Jeffrey Epstein control over human trafficking policy. The American people are much smarter than that. They don't buy the idea that Kamala Harris represents a fresh start. She is more of the same. It is doubling down on the failed policies of the Harris administration to give Kamala Harris a promotion rather than to fire her, which is what I think most Americans are going to do on November.
Amen. Jeffrey Epstein quote was the quote of the weekend.
Yes.
Ronald Reagan flashback. Ronald Reagan was 100% right when he said this.
Mr. Carter became president. Inflation was 4.8%. It is now running at 12.7%. He has blamed the people of living too well. We don't have inflation because the people are living too well. We have inflation because the government is living too well.
That's where we're at today.
Amen.
The people are not living too well.
Don't you feel like Donald Trump could just say, you know what? I'm just going to answer everything Harris and Biden are doing with Ronald Reagan quotes and just use Ronald Reagan.
He probably could. He probably could. All right, we're going to come back with Michelle Montgomery. You remember the African-American woman that spoke in Atlanta with Donald Trump? We'll get to him.
Oh, yeah.
Donald Trump also his rallies over the weekend, tremendous crowds. We'll get to that. And another word salad from Kamala Harris. I'll get to that in just a second, too. Thought for the day being brought to you by Wakefield Oil, 35 years serving Southeast New Mexico. Quality products, excellent service, dependable, boom or bust. Get in touch with them. Go to wakefieldoil.com for more information. They deliver diesel, unleaded, DEF value. You name it, they deliver it out in the patch, on-road or off-road. Go to the website, wakefieldoil.com, for more information. Thought for the day in memory of Mr. Wendell Wakefield. My thought for the day is all trophies are participation trophies. That's it. That was it. I mean, very quick.
I don't know that I could argue with that, actually.
Suspect in custody in the death of a woman whose body was found east of Roswell on Thursday. We had that story on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that person is been detained, but they have not released the information. They are also seeking at least 2 other individuals in connection with the death of 34-year-old Mander Cifuentes. Mm-hmm. One of the suspects is in custody. The other could be a potential witness to all of this, but they do believe there are multiple suspects. And they made that arrest and they haven't released any information, but this investigation is a homicide.
Yes. Yes.
Donald Trump gets called a coward by Kamala Harris. A coward.
For what?
Now, why would she call him a coward?
She's projecting herself onto him.
So, Vice President Kamala Harris on Sunday appeared to label former President Donald Trump as a coward during a stop in Pennsylvania, speaking to a small crowd. She said that he is a coward. He's been known for his in-your-face campaign rhetoric. Wait, you're the one that's saying that you don't want to debate more than one time. He said, I'll do all 4 debates. I'm starting to believe that maybe you're the cowards.
Well,
yeah.
I think what they're trying to do and what she's trying to do, but she has word salad, so she can't ever figure it out. I think she's trying to call him a bully because they want to use that against him.
That's what she said. Anybody who's about beating down other people is a coward.
But this is setting up what she's going to say during the debate. So when he comes out and he challenges her economic plan, which is horrible and 100% communist, then she's going to call him a bully for challenging her plan. Yeah. And it's a man beating up on a woman. That's what they're trying to set up.
Oh, yeah, that's the setup.
Yeah.
By the way, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Almost said you can't take the hitching. Yeah. Kamala Harris evidently was not looked on very well by Barack Obama and some other Democratic leaders, saying that she had sobriety problems back in 2018.
Yep.
I found this story.
Oh, I told you she was a lush.
That came out. Barack Obama saying that he had some concerns about her. And then over the weekend, Donald Trump's campaign remarks to rumors that she's got a serious drinking problem.
I would not doubt it.
Now, there has been times where she was slurring of her words.
Yep.
And I've always wondered, but I figured, she's just slurring her words. But in fact, they have video of her slurring her words, and they're like, yeah, there you go. Drinking problem.
Gabby, this text just came in on that subject. Just seen Kamala is drinking a lot more and was drunk before her rally this weekend. Could very well be.
Well, you got to wash that taste out of your mouth somehow.
Well, Blake.
What? I'm talking about her policies.
Yeah, that vodka will do it. ExxonMobil is going to be the sponsor for the 2025 Albuquerque International Balloon Fest. This deal runs through 2029. It's about it's a big time sponsorship event. The Balloon Fest generates about $200 million for the economy. I thought they hated oil and gas.
They do, except for the Balloon Fiesta.
Oh,
see, if it's something that they like, it's okay. It's okay. If it's not something they like, then it's not okay.
Oh, but they need oil and gas to run those balloons.
And it's one of the big things that, a while back in the paper, we ran an editorial about it. If you're going to be serious about fighting global warming and greenhouse gases and stuff, why don't you start with the Balloon Fiesta?
Yeah, I think that would be a perfect. Yeah, I mean, that's where you should start. Most definitely. All right, Tom, on the price of oil. Tom, our number 877-396-W105. Price of oil this morning being brought to you by our buddies at Spinnaker Oilfield Cementers and Cud Energy Services. Together, they're making a lot of hiring. Yeah, they're looking for folks. They're looking for service supervisor and training candidates. CDL is required. Diesel mechanics are looking for you. Electric technicians, equipment operator must have a CDL, and experienced pressure pump hands. Apply today. GreatOilfieldJobs.com or just text oilfield to 63566. Equal opportunity employer, drug-free employer.
West Texas Intermediate, $76.03, $79.74 for Brent crude, and the price of natural gas is $2.75. And B, we got another phone call.
All right, before we get to the phone call, we're going to get to the, we got Donald Trump and his rally this weekend. Kamala held her little rally. We'll talk about that. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Hobbs Airfield Speedway. Call Jamal for more information, 575-631-5099. They've got the Memorial 3.0 races going on September 6th, the TNT, and September 7th. That's Friday and Saturday. Hobbs Airfield Speedway. Gitmo is going to be running the flashlight, small tire tailgate, True Street, dragsters, junior dragsters, daily driver, run what you brung it, and more. You can follow this and more. All you have to do is go to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to check them out. Or call Jamal, 575-631-5099. Hobbs Airfield Speedway. Morning, how you doing? 652. Where are you calling from this morning?
From the patch. Yes,
sir. How are you doing?
Frank. Doing
What's
good,
up, Frank?
Doing good. Yes, sir. I want to applaud to you guys. Blake, you got the Democrats' playbook, and thank you for reading their playbook. So, yeah, when they come to the debate, they're gonna after the debate they'll criticize Trump as being a bully, which he's not. You know, he just stands up for America.
Right.
You're gonna stand up for America. If somebody's not standing up for America, they're gonna get run over by an American patriot, and that's who he is. He's like George Washington. The UK said, okay, George Washington ran us off, but in 4 years, America will be ours again. So 4 years he won the second term, and then they said, okay, after these, let's go bribe them. And they came to George Washington and told him, you know what, George, you can be king of the United States, and King George II will be king of the UK, of British over there. And he said, nope. And the king over there was also named George in Europe. He said, we're living times that we're seeing the bravest man ever. And his parliament said, why? And he said, because he is giving all the powers to his peasants, and that takes bravery. He said, the British have always tried to capture America. They've always tried.
It got us the War of 1812.
George Washington was probably one of the biggest badasses in American history.
Yep.
And Trump is right there next to him, because that's why they call him racist and everything, every other name that you can come up with. They call him, but he's brave. He's brave. So he's a patriot. And whoever hates this country hates Trump. Honest to God.
Yeah.
Whoever
by the way, Frank.
Yeah.
I went to the gym Saturday, and I'm working out, and I got my Trump shirt on, and there's a guy for a long time I thought he was Australian, but he's actually German, and he has such disdain. This is the second German I've met that doesn't like Trump, and he said, every night I pray that Donald Trump doesn't get elected. And the next word out of his mouth, when I heard he had gotten shot, I was praying they had taken him out. First thing I said was, first of all, wait, German, you guys believe in God? And then the second thing I said, man, what a terrible thing to say. What a terrible thing that you want somebody to be killed because of your disdain. And why are you so interested in American politics? So then, Frank, I had to tell him, you know why you're so interested in American politics? Because I'm not interested in politics in Germany. You know why you're so interested in American politics? Because your country has gone woke, and they are already sucking. And you're hoping that America falls for the same victim. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you.
Yes, and that's why Germany is backing Ukraine in their war over there. And you know, the key to our success is God. Is God, Jesus Christ, our Father, and that's who we need to. No matter anything else. And when we believe in God, Jesus Christ, our Father, and we pray for peace, it destroys their mind. They can't live with peace because they're used to getting their way, and with Americans, they're not going to get their way. We're living our lives the way we want to, the way the Constitution was written, the way the Bill of Rights is written. Leave us alone, But we got to go help them.
You're 100% right. And Frank, that's what I told him. Leave America alone. You ain't got nothing to do with America. So just leave America alone.
And their scariest part right now is that if Iran attacks Israel, that's the end. That's the end, brother. I mean, not for the world, but that's the end for the Democrats and the woke countries out there.
Well,
if
today
Iran
what's going to happen
Israel,
is going to be some serious stuff. I appreciate you, Frank.
Correct. Thank you, sir.
You have a good one. 877-396-W105. Michelle Montgomery. She was the African-American young lady that got up there, and Trump actually hired her.
Mm-hmm.
She was a manager at Chick-fil-A.
Right.
Tom, do you have any idea how much money a manager at Chick-fil-A makes?
Probably $20 an hour.
No, I bet you they knock down close to $80,000 a year.
No, I'm thinking it's six figures.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because they work a bunch of hours.
But they get off on Sunday, so that's a good deal.
So when somebody doesn't show up on Saturday, it's okay that she's got to come in and work 14 hours. Because how often do you think that happens nowadays when people don't show up at work?
No.
So anyway, she was called Uncle Tom by a white person.
Oh, goodness.
They called in. Here's what she had to say.
A complete sellout.
First of all, it sounded like that was a non-black person telling me that. So as a Democrat, that sounds pretty racial and pretty divisive. Next, it's very interesting that I, again, would be called names or be compared to fictional characters because of who I choose to support. Again, these people who are calling and making these derogatory statements about me, who I choose to support, are denying the fact that, again, who are you to tell me that my personal experience is invalid? I think that that's something that a lot of Democrats need to look within. Because how have you tried? Kamala Harris is in office right now and has not tried to do anything about the border, has not tried to not tax people on tips, and has not tried to do anything about our failing education system. So everything that she's promising she can do for you on day one, she could do right now, but she's not trying to. So that's something to, for some Dems to take home.
Oh, and by the way, she was rolling her eyes and doing the head shake. It was awesome. All right, 2 minutes away from 7 o'clock, 2 away from 7, 877-396-W105. We are Beyond the Breakfast Club. Donald Trump, big rallies over the weekend, talked about Afghanistan, talked about the pullout, saying that he watched a parade of all our equipment. It broke his heart. Said that he remembers sitting down and having a chat with Abdul. Abdul was a bad guy, and they were killing Americans. He told a story about, Abdul, I know where your family is right now. I know where you are. We could actually drone attack you, and, Abdul held off, though, and didn't attack for 18 months, according to Trump. Here's what he said.
2 days ago, celebrating 3 years of the defeat of America by these guys. And I knew him very well. Abdul was the head. Abdul was not playing games with me. We had, they were executing a lot of our soldiers. And I spoke to him. I said, Abdul, don't do it anymore. There'll be no more. Anyway, I said it pretty tough. And you know what? For 18 months, we didn't have one American soldier killed in Afghanistan. And then I left. And this bunch of incompetent people took over, and it all started up again. And then they had the most embarrassing day in the history of our country, I thought. But
so Byron Donalds goes into great detail about him talking to Abdul, and it's like, Abdul, go outside right now. Go stand outside. Oh, you have a yellow shirt on today.
Yep.
That kind of sends a message to somebody. But we don't have that leadership. And if you, for a second, think that we're going to get that leadership with Kamala Harris or the coach, This guy is a total fraud. Tim Walz is a total fraud. Trump also said that we have one thing that we need to do, me and you. Let's get the hell out and vote.
But for that to happen, we must never let Kamala Harris get anywhere near the White House, and we must defeat her country-destroying liberal agenda. She destroyed San Francisco. She's not going to destroy our country. So get your friends, get your family, register, volunteer, and get the hell out and vote. You got to vote.
By the way, we can't say it enough. You need to get out and vote.
Yep.
You're not registered to go to vote yet. Please go vote. By the way, go get registered. Register, vote. It is the most important thing that you can do. Everybody wants to complain about the prices of goods at the grocery store. I'm here to tell you, Kamala Harris's plan will not fix that. It will only drive us into more havoc.
It will crash the economy.
It will.
That's what she
Definitely.
wants.
Man
I
charged
agree.
in connection with the drive-by shooting of a local assisted living home was released from jail pending his trial. Electric court records. New Mexico 5th Judicial Judge James Hudson ruled that Justin Bailey, 23, be released on his own recognizance following the court appearance on Monday. This is the second case in the last couple of weeks where James Hudson, judge, I'm disappointed. This guy used a firearm to fire into from a motor vehicle.
Yep.
To fire into and you let him out?
Well, he is restricted to his house. He's not allowed to leave his residence without permission. For those that didn't hear that, there's a lot of sarcasm in that.
By the way, this complaint said that surveillance video showed a black Dodge Charger with two individuals headed south on Lafayette Loop when the vehicle passed the residence, and the driver reportedly shown fired multiple shots from the passenger window into the home. I know exactly where that is.
Yeah. And
that's an assisted living facility. Yes. And we cannot continue to let these clowns. And if you look at him, he looks like a 23-year-old smug little, I'm a Billy Badass. What you need to do is remain in jail.
Yep.
Somebody needs to take him down a couple notches. Planned Parenthood giving out free abortions and vasectomies at the DNC. Tom, you need a vasectomy?
No,
it's free.
You
no, thank you.
You're not worried about like impregnating somebody?
No volunteers.
So Planned Parenthood says that they're going to be free. Abortion medication will also be handed out.
You know,
emergency contraception and more. They'll have their look. This tells you everything about the Democratic Party of today.
I hope that all the people who are procreating while they're there go and get this done.
No,
while they're
I'm
there.
with you, Blake, because I don't think we need liberals having babies.
Nope.
I'm just saying, I think it's a great idea.
Yep.
Oh, one more story before I take a break. 705 KWMW, Miles Moore, 105.1 FM, W105, Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals blocks the California law that limits gun purchases by law-abiding citizens. Now, what was the law? They said you could only buy one gun like a month or something like that. Was the
it was. I forget what the actual limit was, but thank goodness the Ninth Circuit comes through. I Can't
Yeah, this was called the 1 in 30 ban that prohibited law-abiding Californians from buying more than one semi-automatic or a handgun in a month.
Right.
So just 1 in 30 days.
Yeah.
Nice Circuit steps up and goes, no, that's not going to happen. No, sorry. It's not going to happen. All right, we got trash eaters. We got taking out trash, things that happen on this date in history. 7:06, checking the weather, being brought to you by our buddies at Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply. Give them a call, 575-622-9164. They have everything if you're living on a farm or ranch. They also are your certified Purina dealer. They have all your work gear. They can take care of you if you're looking for great-looking Western wear. They've got everything. And when I say everything, look, they've got everything from bumper guards to water pumps. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell, online at roswelllivestock.com, also in Capitan at the Lincoln County Mercantile. Warm day today, sunny and 99, 70 tonight and clear. 99 tomorrow in sunny skies, 102 on Wednesday and Thursday, they say even hotter. Tom, quickly to the text.
John from Eunice is chiming in. Good morning, guys. So Don Lemon is basically out there campaigning for Kamala Harris. What part of investigative reporting does he not understand? He's basically corralling the people he's interviewing to get them to answer the question the way he wants it. Yeah. Just another liberal POS reporter, says John from Eunice this morning. Asking in this text is, when does early voting begin in New Mexico?
New Mexico, 28 days before any election. 28 days.
28 days before the election.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's the Lee County War Friday night, guys. The Hob Eagles in Lovington against the Wildcats. The battle drums have begun. Go Eagles, says Ricky and Hobbs this morning. Yeah,
that's this week
already.
Yep, Friday.
Wow, unbelievable.
And the sad thing, there are more American haters than there are American lovers, says this one text. It's getting that way because they opened the floodgates, and we're going to come to a point of no return if Trump does not win.
Look, the migrants of yesterday are not the same as the migrants of the day.
They are not.
People used to come to this country, yes, for a better life, but they were usually coming to this country to find a new home and be part of the American plan. It's not that way anymore. And a lot of people come in here to see what they can get.
Right. Big John is chiming in. Blake, that was a low blow. Shame on you, man.
I was talking about our policies.
Yeah, well, and that was a low blow even for you. Laugh out loud. Nick from the Patch is chiming in on that.
That left a bad taste in my mouth.
Left a bad taste.
Jody thought it was a good one.
Yeah. And Kamala Harris saying that Donald Trump is bullying women, kind of like Olympic boxing, I guess, says this text. B.
There you go. All right, some of the stories we're going to talk about. Muslims demand that people do not walk their dogs in public because it is disrespectful and a violation of Sharia law. I'll tell you where that story is from. CBS poll, Harris, Trump. Is it head-to-head? I'll let you know. 2 more rappers coming out for Trump. We'll talk about that. Texas rolling out the old license plates. Remember the old Texas license plates?
Ones? Yeah.
I'll tell you about it. And Kamala Harris has a secret meeting. You're not going to believe about this secret meeting. And a D.C. council member who in 2018 accused the Jewish of climate manipulation was arrested over the weekend. We'll talk about that. All right, let's get updated, find out what's going on with news. 10 minutes after 7, 10 after 7, we are W105. News being brought to you by A Custom Construction and Roofing. Roofing and insurance specialists, licensed and bonded and insured themselves. They are locally owned and operated, veteran owned and operated, and Dwayne Pennick has been operating A Custom Construction and Roofing for 30-plus years. Is it a coincidence that they have 30-plus years of A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau? Nope, no coincidence. You know, they do a great job, and they're fair to people. A-plus goes out and gets the job done. takes care of you and takes care of the insurance at the same time. So if you need somebody that can work with the insurance companies, that is something that is A plus. A Custom Construction and Roofing. Free estimates available. Call Dwayne Pennick, 575-318-9725. A Custom Construction and Roofing, urging you to be very aware of the unlicensed out-of-town contractors. Because when they're gone, yeah, the warranty is gone too. 7-Eleven, checking in with news, W105.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovar. New Mexico Junior College will move forward with the buying of the former Lee Regional Hospital campus for $1.75 million. The multi-story building was vacated when the new Covenant Health Hobbs Hospital building was completed in 2022. The initial proposal was approved by Lee County Commissioners on July 25th, which agreed to give the NMJC $1.75 million in grant funding to purchase the former hospital building. The purchase and plans still need final approval from the New Mexico Higher Education Department and the State Department of Finance. And continued growth in traffic in Eddy County's fossil fuel market prompted construction on a pair of roads to accommodate demand for energy in New Mexico section of the Permian Basin. Eddy County Public Works Director Jason Burns said work began on August 12th along Longhorn Road, south of Carlsbad near the Texas state line. Work should be complete in March of 2025. In June of this year, the U.S. Energy Information Administration anticipated a rise in crude oil production in the Permian of southeast New Mexico and West Texas to increase 8% from 2023. And a suspect is in custody for the death of 34-year-old Amanda Cifuentes, whose body was found east of Roswell on Thursday. Chaves County Undersheriff Charles Salas declined to release the suspect's name due to the ongoing nature of the investigation, but confirmed the person was detained on Friday and is incarcerated at the Chaves County Detention Center on a probationary hold as detectives work to obtain an arrest warrant, and that authorities are seeking at least 2 other individuals in connection with the death. And that's the way it is. For MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovar.
What could possibly live out here is a question you've probably either asked yourself or heard from someone else. The answers are all waiting for you at the Living Desert Zoo and Garden State Park in Carlsbad. Located at the top of the Ocotillo Hills, the Living Desert will take you through a variety of habitats, from the sand hills to the arroyo, from the Pinon Juniper Zone, and through the canyonlands along the 1.3-mile self-guided tour. Features like the nocturnal exhibit, a walk through the park, including the aviary and reptile exhibit, will give you a glimpse into the hundreds of species of plants and animals adapted to the arid climate of the Chihuahuan Desert. In addition, the Succulents of the World greenhouse exhibits highly adapted plants from many parts of the world. Don't forget your souvenirs from the Visitors Center at the Living Desert Zoo and Garden State Park in Carlsbad. Open every day except Christmas Day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., with last entrance being at 3:30. Visit livingdesertnm.org or call 575-887-5516 for more information. Paid for by City of Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
Medications taking away key nutrients from your body? Struggling with weight loss? Pharmacy 575 offers all your prescription needs and more. From their My Daily Medication program with pre-dosed packages to weight loss plan with in-body scanner or their medication and wellness consultations, let Pharmacy 575 help. With walk-in vaccines and local delivery, they do it all. Go see Pharmacy 575 at 305 East Sanger Suite 600 or call 575-263-2908. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Pharmacy 575. Your health, their priority.
Calling all patriots, the first annual Lee County Republican Party's Freedom Night celebration is coming up September 14th in Hobbs, New Mexico, and tickets are going fast. Come meet and mingle with your elected officials, upcoming candidates, and fellow patriots. A fun evening of food, dancing, and silent auction featuring Christina Bobb, a former United States Marine and one of President Trump's election interference attorneys. It's time to unite, make new relationships, have some fun, and make America great again. This event is not just for registered Republicans. Freedom Night is open to everyone. For more information, call or text Joanne Pennick at 575-318-4343.
Awesome Graphics, a sign, screen print, and embroidery shop in Hobbs, New Mexico, is expanding and has an immediate opening for a full-time production employee. Job will require the applicant to operate an automatic screen printer, multiple head embroidery machine, as well as large format printers and plotters. Applicants' ability to work safely, quickly, and independently with attention to detail is a must. Knowledge of these processes is desired but not required. Awesome Graphics is willing to train the right applicant, offering competitive pay and benefits, including paid holidays and paid vacation. Don't delay. Bring your resume and apply in person today at 523 West Sanger in Hobbs, New Mexico. Again, Awesome Graphics now hiring a full-time sign, screen print, and embroidery production person. No phone calls. Please apply in person today at 523 West Sanger in Hobbs. Awesome Graphics is an equal opportunity employer.
Shut up, chicken!
Now back to your morning show. Hey. Now with the most information for you to start your day.
Wow.
Guaranteed.
Tom A's motto is regular naps prevent old age, especially if you take them while driving.
I can provide sleep sounds if you like. I have several options. Summer night, ocean paradise, whale call.
No. Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to B in the Breakfast Club.
You really jarred something loose, Tiger.
School days, it's not like in the old days. Reading and writing were things we learned. You only got grades you really earned. We even took our school books home. English was something you had to know. When the forecaster said our chance of snow, we never were ever sent home. 1, 2, 3, 4. School days these days. Teachers want a pay raise. Everyone passes, no one stays back. Even Billy, who's strung out on crack. We get to use calculators. The teachers need translators. If you're dumb as a brick but really tall, you better play basketball.
Hey, I have no problem with the teachers getting a pay raise at all. I think they should get paid more. Definitely. All right, 718 Mad Dog still on hold. Let's go to Mad Dog.
No, he hung up. He got
all
tired
right,
of waiting.
Mad Dog, I was thinking about you, bro.
We tried.
I can't get to you like through the, commercials. So sorry about that, Mad Dog.
So phone lines
are open. We'll get to you after a while. All right, 877-396-W105 morning show this morning being brought to you by Narstar Laundry, one-stop shop for all your laundry. They do dry cleaning, pressing, starching, and can wash, dry, and fold your clothes. Cool thing is you drop it all off, you get it back, and you don't do anything except put it away. It's awesome. Find them today. They've got 3 locations. 2 locations in Carlsbad, 604 West Church, 609 West Lee in Carlsbad, 406 West Cedar in Loving. They also have coin-operated machines at all of their locations. Tom and the text.
B, we got a phone call. Good morning. You're on B and the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, this is Mad Dog. I'm so mad you answer my phone. I'm not Mad Dog. I'm Angry Dog.
Angry Dog. How you doing, dog?
Sorry, we couldn't get through you during the commercials. Sponsors wouldn't like that.
Oh, nope. Somebody else hung up. That was not Mad Dog. That was somebody that called themselves Angry Dog, and I guess that's all they wanted to say.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
According to a brand new study, 58% of us believe that fall flavors like pumpkin spice. Look.
Wait, is that a fall flavor or a Spice Girl? Scary.
I was seeing they're coming out with dog food, pumpkin spice, and then the trash can liners, pumpkin spice. We've taken this to a whole nother level.
Look, any fall spice smell, they just call pumpkin spice now.
I mean, what about cinnamon? Back in the day, candy apple I mean, even, I don't know, salted belly button linen. I mean, any of those.
What? What?
Belly button linen?
Oh.
No? Okay. According to a new survey, significant portion of the U.S. population feeling pressure to get in shape before going on vacation. I am so shocked that a part of the U.S. population actually can afford to go on vacation.
Right.
And the other part are actually thinking about going in to get in the shape. By the way, the rest of Americans can't afford anything. They ate the damn survey. Halle Berry seeking sole legal custody of her son. By the way, the father, Oliver Martinez, no, he wants dual custody. She's fighting. This sounds like a privileged Halle Berry. And you know what? The guy that was with Halle Berry, part of me says, haven't you had enough? The other part of me remembers what my dad used to say. Son, you see that beautiful woman over there? Yes, sir, I see her. She's somebody's pain in the ass.
Works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, no doubt. Rep for Dakota Johnson tells People that Chris Martin, her fiance of 7 years, they have not broken up. Just in case you were wondering about Dakota Johnson.
When's the last time you heard about her?
And they haven't got married either.
They have not broken up. So is there a written law that you have to get married at 7 years?
No. I mean, if you already got the milk, why do we want the cow?
Oh, I can't believe you went there.
Well, that's the old saying, right?
Oh, my Lord. I can't believe you went there, Tom.
Oh, it's true.
So you are now thinking of women like cows. Is that,
no, you said that.
That's what he's saying.
That's what B said.
No, you said it.
No, I said nothing like that. Wow.
Hang on, Maria.
That's up to them. Who cares?
What was the last
All right,
thing
Tom,
she was
the
in?
text, 877-396-W105, Tom.
John from Eunice. Guys, have you noticed the names that the libs have for anyone who opposes them, like racist or homophobic or Uncle
I was
Tom?
called a racist today on a post that's from 2018.
Right, or
No
extremist,
joke.
etc. I mean, whatever. And we only have one name for them, and that's idiot. John from Eunice laughed out loud on that text this morning. And Patrick is saying that time of year again. Good luck, boys, and hope you have an amazing season. Go Wildcats, says Patrick this morning. Another one texter is asking, Tom, just to let you know that you can't get that pregnant doll pregnant, that blow up doll pregnant. I mean, you're all good, buddy. Have at it, says the texter. Okay.
Oh, Tom.
And another one says, Deborah says, Tom eres un tonto. What does that mean? Eres un tonto.
You're the one that speaks Spanish. You tell me.
He writes in Spanish, Tom, you are a tonto.
Oh, Toto.
Tonto.
Yeah, that means that you're a idiot.
Oh, is that what that means? Well, Deborah can't spell either, so I don't know why she's saying that. And I love
it's
Blake.
Spanish.
Yes.
Tanto.
Tonto. Yeah. Mama Bear says, I love Blake calls a waltz. That's out loud.
Tim A. Walls.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And you know, guys, the saddest thing is America haters. There are more American haters than there are more American lovers. It's a great way because it'll open the floodgates and we're going to come to a point of no return. If Trump does not win, says
Didn't you
the
read that text already?
I did. I'm sorry. There we go.
He just wanted to put emphasis on it.
Oh, so Deborah now says you're a dumb ASS.
Yes.
I called her on it.
So now we're back to reading the same damn text twice. We don't have enough text. We have to recycle them.
Oh, we got plenty of text.
Yeah, some
do tell, Blake. Do tell.
Oh, we got plenty of them.
We got plenty, but some we can't read, though, because they're kind of nasty.
Some, it would be questionable to read. He is correct. So we can't, there are certain things that we can't say on the air, and some of those texts we can't read.
Yeah.
There are some texts that he does not want to read, and then there are some texts that he just misses.
Oh, about having a woman join us on the show?
Yeah, we got a lot of those saying that they would be in favor of it.
Well, this one, if you're talking about it, if you brought a woman
Oh,
on
they
the
don't
show,
want to get up that early.
you
They
wouldn't-
really, no.
Well, you said if you brought a woman onto the show, you wouldn't have anyone to pick on. Keep Tom A, says the texter.
I was kind of surprised you didn't read that one earlier, actually.
I didn't come across it.
You don't think I can pick on a woman?
You better not pick on Mandy. She'll give it right back to you, by the way.
Well, good. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm totally good with it.
I'm okay with that. No problem.
You're okay to go after her?
He didn't say he was going after her.
He would.
Look, this show, we pick on each other.
Right.
So why wouldn't we pick on a woman? Because what?
That's
You're
bullying
trying
a woman.
to say they're weaker?
Oh, ho, ho. See, he's doing the whole Kamala thing. Because it's a woman,
exactly.
You're a bully because you're a man.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Word Salad over there, chomping it up.
Well, if you remember Friday, it has now come out that he is a Kamala supporter.
No doubt. Yep. Yeah, you said it, not us. Finn's Country Market reminds you they've got big savings, huge savings. Boneless sirloin cut pork chops, $1.79 a pound. The round steak for $4.99 a pound. Dickey's sausage. Get the smoked sausage, 5 packs for $5. Jumbo mangoes, 99 cents each. Split fryer breast, just $1.49 a pound. And get the golden pineapples for just $2.99 a pound. Also, Jimmy Dean sausage, 2 packs for $7. Get Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Big Red, and others, 3 for $5. 3 2-liters for $5. Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Lite, 12-pack cans for just $10.99. And from the deli, you can get the Cajun turkey breast, $6.99 a pound. Virginia or honey ham, just $4.99 a pound. Big savings at Finn's Country Market. Tom, did you know that most Muslims do not like dogs? There's a reason why they don't like
fleas,
dogs.
Right?
Is that it? Really?
Yeah.
So Muslims in England are demanding that locals do not walk their dogs in public because it's a violation of Sharia law and disrespects them. Muslims believe that dogs are some of the dirtiest animals.
Really?
There are 2 animals they don't like, dogs and pigs.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They are considered impure in the Islamic faith. So they're telling people that live in a neighborhood, you cannot walk your dog in front of my house.
Oh,
see, that would encourage me to walk my dog more.
I'd
be down to like 110 pounds because I'd be walking my dog up and down that street all damn day.
Well, and I would let them take turns, so it was always a different dog.
Yeah. Pick up the poop.
Well, yeah, you got to pick up the poop.
Yeah, but I mean, they can take a whiz everywhere.
Sure.
Trump-Harris poll, dead heat in many battleground states.
I don't see how that
Georgia, Arizona, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, 50-50.
I don't see how.
I believe that Trump will win Pennsylvania.
I think it's going to be close.
I think he's going to win Pennsylvania, and I'll tell you why. Oil and gas.
Oil and gas, right.
I also think he's going to win North Carolina. North Carolina is about to get their first African-American governor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very pro Donald Trump. I think he will persuade some people to come on over.
Well,
Arizona, I think, is 50-50.
I kind of worry about Pennsylvania Only because of the big cities. Right?
Well,
because
and also they have a history of thievery.
Yes.
They do.
Yes, like Maryland, like New Jersey. Yeah.
But I think Michigan is not going to go Trump. I think Nevada is going to be very close. I think Georgia is going to. I think Trump is going to be able to take Georgia.
I think so.
And look, a lot of things can happen after this convention. I don't think this is going to be a sunshiny convention. I don't think it's going to be as joyful as some Democrats are saying it's going to be.
Well, and just looking at the protests that are already going, that's
I just don't think it's going to be joyful. Not yet.
But guys, the one thing you got to consider that right after this convention, I think that Trump is going to be sentenced. And so the Democrats are going to play on that all day long.
And would they look? People that are going to vote for Trump are going to vote for Trump.
Yeah. But those on the fence may think, maybe he was guilty.
Well,
that could work at the opposite.
Yeah, Juan Marchand, everything he did so far works in the opposite.
I think that could work at the opposite.
They got to be careful with this because the Supreme Court has already ruled for some immunity things and things like that. This was obviously, if you take the personalities out of it and you take who it was out of it and you say, would this fly with anyone else? The answer is no, because that's completely made up to get to a felony with those misdemeanors.
I think that's part of it. The craziness has already began at a big DNC welcome party. They were checking the mics, and this crazy ran up on stage.
Mike DeMonte! 150,000 people are dead! You are funding a genocide! And the administration keeps spending money!
And then they drug her off the stage.
150,000.
Yes.
I think that's about 120,000 more than they've actually killed.
Yeah. Rapper Dakota Black and Fabio Foreign released a pro-Trump anthem called On Board 47, featuring Donald Trump. Look, every time a rapper comes out, especially a known rapper like Dakota, like Kodiak Black, comes out for Donald Trump, it is not a good sign for the Democrats. See, they count on every African-American vote. It's like a shoo-in. And when somebody leaves the political plantation, oh, you can't think for yourself. I'm waiting for somebody to get triggered over the political plantation.
Yeah, me too.
I'll wait for you to get triggered. All right, 734. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Morning show this morning being brought to you by our buddies at the Twin Wells Fuel Station, reminding you to be safe out there. If you're driving on 128 and need fuel, exit Buck Jackson Road. Go down about 2.75 miles and fill her up today with red diesel, green diesel, DEF value, unleaded. This is open to the public. You'll see them. It is a large facility. Covered, too. So if you don't have to worry about this heat when you're filling up. Twin Wells Fuel Station accepting fleet cards, credit cards, and debit cards right up at 128 on Buck Jackson Road. Kamala Harris, she was busy this weekend. She was, coming up with a new word salad. She did that, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell she's talking about.
Election is about understanding the importance of this beautiful country of ours in terms of what we stand for around the globe as a democracy. As a democracy, we know there's a duality to the nature of democracy. On the one hand, incredible strength when it is intact. what it does for its people.
Oh.
To protect and defend their rights, their liberty, and their freedom.
Oh, my guns are
incredibly strong.
Oh, my guns are good.
And incredibly fragile.
Yeah, so it means my guns are good. I will have no problem with free speech or my guns. Is that what you're saying? Blake, is that what she's saying?
I don't think that's what she's saying, but sure, take it that way because it's open to interpretation. She doesn't want you to have free speech.
Why with the Democrats, we always have to hear about worldwide?
Because they're globalists.
I mean, I'm just going to say it this way. I could give two poops what the rest of the world thinks about America. I mean, if America is good and the rest of the world think we're all a bunch of a-holes, okay. Okay. Kamala Harris, I'm going to consolidate everything she said on Friday. I've chopped it up. I've consolidated. Here we go with that.
Everyday prices are too high. It feels so hard to just be able to get ahead. The bills add up. Food, rent, gas, back to school clothes, prescription medication, the cost of food. A loaf of bread cost 50% more. Ground beef is up almost 50%. There's a serious housing shortage. The price of housing has gone up. It's too difficult to build, and it's driving prices up. It is out of reach. The size of down payments have gone up as well. Costs are still too high. There's not much left at the end of the month.
Now, who did this all happen under?
Biden, Harris.
Oh.
Wait. Tom got that. I was not expecting.
Well, yeah, we need a bell.
Thank you.
I mean, if I was Donald Trump, that's all I would play. I would take that cut and play it over and over and over. You did this.
Yep. That would be a great commercial.
You did this. If you missed it, Friday, Donald Trump had a former Venezuelan pilot speak, and he spoke at the Trump rally, and he's worried about America because he saw his home country fall, and we're being pushed in that direction. Here's what he said.
Que tomemos un paso diferente, y yo por eso pienso que Trump es la mejor persona para hacerlo.
Tom, what do you say?
We are taking two different paths, and it is Trump who will get us back on path.
Back in English, that we are going on a path that is taking us to what Venezuela became. And the only way right now that we can avoid keep going down that path is making Trump president again.
Pay me my money.
So, I mean, this guy lived through it. He understands it. He gets it. And we think it's a great idea, price fixing. Oh, nobody's going to be price gouging under Kamala Harris. Okay, what price is a fair price?
Well, look,
Tom, for a loaf of bread, what's a fair price for a loaf of bread?
Well, it depends on where you go, but usually the average is going to be $2.25.
Where are you buying bread?
$2.25. Even at some of the local convenience stores, they're $2.25.
They're $4 and $5 a loaf of bread.
But it used to be $1 something.
Well, I remember when it was a nickel.
Right.
He asked what the price is now. The average price is probably $4.
$4 is what I was saying.
I hardly buy any more bread, but I just see it on the shelves.
CNN Scott Jennings. I don't know if you've caught this guy. He's like the fair and balanced version of CNN. Here's what he had to say about Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, and this presidential race.
Life. Independents are going to decide. They were with him. Now she's in the race. They're wavering. And the way to get them back is very clear. Hey, if you're mad about inflation, maybe we don't put the people back in charge who caused it. That's the message. Print it, frame it, hang it in the Louvre. That's all you got to do.
He did have a.
That's all you got to do. No, because what we started to learn Friday is that she's the person who wants to institute all kinds of interesting government price controls and massive upheaval in our free market economy. So people don't know, but they're going to have to learn. And the challenge for Trump, and that's why the polling is moving, is that he's got to define her before she defines herself as something that she obviously is, which is a radical Democrat. He can beat radical Democrat. Generic Democrat, he's close. Radical Democrat, he's in the game. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. We're going to get to Gutfeld. I've got 3 cuts from Gutfeld, and he explains price fixing, and he explains what it will do to the economy. So I'll get to that in just a second. Tom on the text. I got to get to taking out the trash. We'll talk about the brand new license plates coming out in Texas and more. Number 877-396-W105.
All right. Digger Bill says, in the Arizona Republican Democratic presidential primary, Trump versus Biden, there was 1,000K lead for Trump. So don't believe that many people would switch their vote for Kamala, says Bill this morning. And what loaf of bread is like $4.89, says the texter. Yeah, I believe it. And hey, guys, you were defending the Democrats the other day, says the texter.
I was what?
What? Defending the Democrats the other day.
On what?
No. That was Tom defending the Democrats.
Yeah.
Please don't include my name in that.
Anyway.
No, he was the one that came out on Friday, so we all know that he's a Kamala supporter.
Oh, I don't remember none of that. That was the other day. Chrissy saying, thanks for everyone wishing me a happy 41st birthday. Hey, my birthday's 11 days away.
Happy birthday, Chrissy.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Again.
Again,
so Tom doesn't try and hijack it for himself. Happy birthday.
And the officials, this text is saying, have already said it's going to take them a few days to count the votes. Trump ain't going to win Pennsylvania, says that one.
See, that's the other thing I'm worried about and we alluded to that. It's, the big cities in Pennsylvania, if they're going to take extra days to count and they have a history of cheating, well, you come to your own conclusion.
You remember the last election in Pennsylvania when they put up paper on the windows so you couldn't see in?
Yeah.
So why do you hide behind a mask? So nobody can see you.
Right.
Nobody can identify you as a thief.
Right.
Okay, Tom.
All right. And here we go. There's one mentioned in
here we go.
A store, but I'm not going to give them any.
All right, here we go. Go ahead. Here we go.
Well, what they were saying is Tom only shops at convenience stores. So
of course. I stopped in there and got a damn chimney.
No.
Yeah. Taking out trash, being brought to you by Trash Eaters. Call Kayleen this morning, 575-408-1719. They can take care of your residential trash pickup. They also can take care of all your commercial waste hauling needs. They've got the 96-gallon Polycart 2- and 4-yard metal dumpsters and the big roll-off containers. Yeah, they can take care of all your commercial and residential waste hauling. Call Kayleen, 575-408-1719. Veteran-owned and locally owned and operated. Trash-eaters.com. Taking out trash, Colorado. You have lost your mind. Thanks God that you kind of reversed the course. State of Colorado has lifted the political clothing ban after a radio host was kicked out of the Capitol over a pro-life T-shirt. Colorado ditched the ban on political apparel and legislative galleries in a total win for free speech over the weekend. Denver host Jeff Hunt said that the U.S. Capitol revoked their ban on political apparel at its legislative galleries a year and a half after the Denver radio show was kicked out of the gallery for wearing a pro-life sweatshirt. By the way, Jeff Hunt said this is a total win for free speech. You're free, and it is a better state because of this. By the way, Colorado thinking that you can censor our speech. Because of that, I'm taking you out to the trash. Taking out trash, being brought to you by Trash Eaters. I got to get to things that happened on this date in history coming up in just a second. Texas bringing back the 1950s.
Ooh.
Black and yellow license plates are coming back. So if you want the black and yellow or the blue and gold license plates,
I got to go look at these.
they could be yours. Remember the old license plates in Texas in the 1950s?
I thought they were black and white.
gold?
Black and white, wasn't it?
That's
No,
what I thought.
it was actually black and gold.
Wow.
The gold on the gold with the letters.
Right, but okay. I didn't think they ever had those.
Yeah, back in the 1950s.
Let's see.
Part of the reason you guys don't remember them is because you were not born until the 1960s.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, but I
thought I would point.
Yeah, but I remember the white background with blue letters. They've done that for a long time.
Yeah,
I remember the sailboats. They used to have
I thought
so.
They're
sailboats.
No sailboats. That was a specialized plate.
Oh,
but by the way, they're starting to roll out the new vintage license plates in Texas for a limited time only. Kamala Harris met secretly with, get this, radical, Jewish hating, anti-Semite, Dearborn, Michigan mayor. Have you ever heard this guy speak?
No.
This is like hearing an imam in Iraq speak, except he's in Dearborn, Michigan, USA. She met in a private meeting with him that nobody was supposed to know about. See, evidently she needs the Hamas vote. This guy is openly anti-Israel. He believes that Israel should be wiped off the face of the earth. And Kamala Harris is sitting down with him. I still don't get the love affair with the Jewish folks and the Democratic Party. I just don't get it. This guy is a radical, extremist, and you don't sit down and speak to people like that. That's like meeting with somebody that's a member of the Aryan Brotherhood.
Or the KKK.
Or the KKK. Or BLM. Oh, wait a second. She liked the BLM too. Oh, wait a second. I'm on to something here. 19 days. With 19 days until voting starts. Election season kicks off sooner than you think. In the story, they were trying to say, look, election season isn't November 5th.
Well,
election season.
If you want to go to the poll on election day, yes, but it starts a month before that.
Yeah. So, in this day and age, election season starts, 30 days before the polls open.
And so you need to, there's no excuse for you not to vote. You have plenty of time.
Well, you heard Trump, what he said. Get the hell out and vote. Get your family out and vote. Authorities investigating a fatal shooting. This happened Sunday. Another shooting in Albuquerque. They found multiple victims with gunshot wounds. One of them was a fatality. Detectives from the homicide division started that investigation. Food truck operators are very upset in the city of Albuquerque because their health permit has gone up from $150 to $900.
Yep.
That seems a little bit much.
See, it seems like it's kind of on the same playing field as what they do with liquor license. Like every other state, right? You get the permits are the same price across the board.
Right.
This is one of the few states to where they go, oh, we're going to limit those numbers.
Like a lot. Yeah, well, and if you own a liquor license, that thing can be sold to individuals for, I remember one guy in Roswell that owned a bar and sold his liquor license to Sam's, and supposedly the price tag on that thing was like 8 figures.
Wow. I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy because it causes an artificial market.
It does. And he took that money and retired. I would have done the same damn thing.
Yep.
Looks like the U.S. is looking into banning election betting as traders flock to predict the next president of the United States. Do you think betting on the next president should be outlawed? Me personally, I don't.
No, let people. If you're gonna bet on it, then more power to you.
Play squares on it, wouldn't you?
Tom, how are you going to play squares on it?
Well, just who has the most votes and who guesses it the closest.
So there's 2 squares?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go, 2. Yeah.
So you and who else is on that?
This story is probably one of the biggest stories. I posted it up Saturday, and I did not see this on any major news site. The only reason I saw it because I follow San Antonio. U.S. Air Force security guards engaged in a gunfire with someone who opened fire at the entrance of Joint Base San Antonio Lackland Air Force Base Saturday, according to a spokesperson.
Wow.
Base officials said the suspect was in a dark sedan and was passing by the main entry gate of the facility and began shooting towards the gate. This happened about 4:30 a.m. About a month ago, we had 2 individuals. Remember those 2 individuals that went to a military installation?
Yeah.
And they were both foreign nationals that were in the country illegally.
And they tried to run the gate.
They tried to run the gate. I mean, I put that type of stuff together with this and just go, is there more to this? Maybe, maybe not.
Well, we talked about it then, and seems like there is. I'll just say it that way.
I think there is. I think this is all trying to figure out, if there's a weakness, a ding in the armor, so to speak. All right, we're going to get to things that happened on this date in history. Morning show being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction, trusted name across Southeast New Mexico, exceptional construction and siding services. They can take care of your metal buildings. They offer industrial and commercial metal buildings. Need a metal building erected? Get in touch with them today. Need them to take care of your roof? They do shingle and metal roofs. Maybe you want a complete makeover of your home. They've got you covered with new windows, new doors. They can take care of all of that. 575-391-1430. Or go to the website, SeminoleSidingAndConstruction.com. Tom and the text, things that happened on this date in history. We're going to take a break. We got the national anthem, the pledge. We got a special guest during the 8 o'clock hour. We'll get to them coming up in a little bit also. 7:54.
Junebug's chiming in. I thought multi-grain, I bought a multi-grain bread yesterday for $2.57, she says.
You can find it. I mean, that's true. When I shopped at H-E-B, you can find a loaf for that little, but the average price is still around $4.
Huh. Original Tom Hader says, everyone needs to go out and vote.
Yep.
And another texter says, everybody spends so much teasing and picking on Tom. I wonder B could take the same teasing and stuff, says the texter. Well, he's the star, so we don't tease him.
Here's the deal. Don't do stupid stuff, and you probably won't get picked on as much.
That's true.
So
I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, if it was Tom A and the A-list, probably be the different.
If it was Tom A and the A-list, your butt would still be at home sleeping.
Would not.
Did you hear what he tried to do right there, Kevin?
Well, he's going to be gone for 3 days.
Here, Blake, wait. We got to let him do it.
He's trying
Tomorrow, he'll run the board and do everything.
No.
Okay, let's let him have the opportunity to shine.
No, I don't know.
What?
Blake does a great job on the board.
No.
What am I going to mess things up for?
If you want to be Tom A and the A-list, you need to be able to do everything.
I don't see B running the board when he's there.
That means I don't have to prep. I don't have to come up with sound bites. I don't have to do anything.
Did you hear the challenge that he just gave you?
Who, B?
You just told him that he can't run the board when he's here. I'll let him run the board whenever he wants.
We'll find out. So it's
Tom, you don't think I can step into the studio and run it like I've always run it?
Well, you've been gone for almost a year, brother.
All right, Kevin. First day
and
back,
I'm
I'm
not
going to
you.
count on you to be at the board to show him what's what.
Tomorrow, Tom should be able to show us he can do it.
Nah, I don't think so. I'll pass on it.
Wait, what you're saying is you can't spit shine a turd. Is that what you're saying?
What does that mean? I never heard that before. All right, so back to the text. So it's like when I see Muslims walking around me, and I think, dang, they're so disrespectful for smelling like a dirty dog, says the text. I'm willing. That's going to be called Tommy and the D list, says this texter.
We are not changing the name of the show, by the way, just in case you were wondering.
And where can I vote in Carlsbad in Eddy County? That's where you can vote, by the way.
Get in touch with your in Eddy County.
Yep. Anywhere in Eddy County.
Just any county clerk's office. That's where you need to go. Whatever county you're in, get in touch with the county clerk's office. They will give you the list of everywhere, when you can, etc.
Yeah.
Anywhere in Eddy County.
Yep.
It's like speaking to damn Kamala Harris.
Well, anywhere there in Eddy County, Artesia,
No,
Loving.
no. Go to the county clerk of Eddy County if you're in Eddy County, and you will find out where you can go.
Voting
Don't
location.
listen to Tom saying you can go anywhere.
Well, don't come to Lee County and vote. That's for sure.
We got to get to the pledge.
Oh
and
my
stuff.
God! All right, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do things that happened on this date in history on the other side of the break. National anthem and the pledge this morning, being brought to you by Rebecca Long. She's your Farmers Insurance agent. Has been now for 40 plus years. Started when she was 19, helping folks with home insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, commercial insurance, and she would love to talk to you about your needs and come together with a plan. Call her, 575-393-2661. Rebecca Long is your proud Farmers Insurance agent, proud sponsor of the National Anthem and the Pledge.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster, the Democratic National.
Sorry. Wrong button.
I
That's
pledge
okay.
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
To honor America and perform our national anthem, entertainment icon Reba McEntire.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last glow, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly stood, and over Rocky's wrecked land the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag
God bless America. God bless you this morning. KWMW Malchamora 105.1 FM. Large prayer being brought to you by Judah Oil, reminding you God is in control.
And today's scripture, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself unless it abides in the vine. Neither can you unless you abide in me.
Hello, I'm here with my wife Dixie, and I'm Blaise Campanella with Judah Oil. We pray that as you go through your day, that you will see all the blessings you've been given. God said that He will prosper you and not harm you. See, in a world that is lost, God is there. Yes, in the most empty place, your most fearful circumstance, God is there. He will never leave you. Never forget, Jesus loves you. He really, really does. Please take a moment and pray the Lord's Prayer with us. God bless you. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
801, we are W105. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by All American Cleaners. All American Cleaners treating you like family. 17 pounds of clothes, washed, dried, and folded for $16.99. They can dry clean your clothes, starch them up, and more. Find them in Roswell, Artesia, Carlsbad, Lovington, and at Hobbs. AllAmericanCleaners.net. 99 and sunny today, clear tonight and 70. 99 coming up for your Tuesday. And Wednesday, triple digits and extreme heat. We're going to keep you updated with everything going on this morning, things that happen on this date in history still to come. Boob of the day. Right now, let's get you updated with news at 8:02. Being brought to you by Ragsdale Law Firm. Luke Ragsdale, 575-208-5300. RagsdaleLawFirm.com for more information. Settling the big cases. All patch, one case for over $10 million. $9 million medical malpractice case. Been involved in an accident. Call Luke Ragsdale. Car accident, slip and fall. Call Luke Ragsdale. 575-208-5300. And if you need somebody to defend you in the court of law, RagsdaleLawFirm.com for more information. 8:03, we are W105, checking in with news. We'll be right back.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. The Democratic National Convention is underway in Chicago. President Biden speaks tonight.
President Biden is expected to warn of a threat to democracy posed by former President Trump and why his partner, Vice President Kamala Harris, should be the next president. Harris won't formally accept the nomination until Thursday night, but she is expected to be in the United Center this evening for the president's address. First Lady Jill Biden and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton also rally delegates on this opening night.
Fox's Jared Halpern. There's a House Republican report on the president's impeachment.
The House Oversight, Judiciary, and Ways and Means Committees, they've been leading this impeachment inquiry against President Biden for months, and they said their investigation found that President Biden engaged in impeachable conduct and said he abused his office and, quote, defrauded the United States to enrich his family.
Fox's Brooks Singman. America's listening to Fox News.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Guerrilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Guerrilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
Enter the New Mexico Lottery Roadrunner Cash promotion for a chance to win $1,000. Just purchase $5 in Roadrunner Cash on one ticket now through August 31st to get a promotional entry coupon. Then enter at nmlottery.com. Please play responsibly. An important message from the New Mexico Lottery. Have you been contacted and told you won a jackpot? This is a scam. The lottery does not know who the winners are or how to contact them before they claim a prize. Always call the lottery if you have a question. Thanks for playing.
Are you
Tired of getting turned down, let down, or turned away by auto dealers? Well, if you're hearing this, you're in luck. Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan has teamed up with Capital One Auto Finance. Together, Permian and Capital One can get you done. I'm talking guaranteed pre-approvals on over 500 vehicles on the lot. Cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Whatever your family needs. Come in or call us today at 575-393-1711. That's 575-393-1711. This event won't last long.
Hear ye, hear ye. Step back in time for the time of your life at the 3rd Annual Cavern City Renaissance Festival. Enjoy a weekend of magic and merriment with captivating music, thrilling armored combat, and all-new dazzling stage performances. Savor bountiful food and drink as you explore 2 stages of non-stop entertainment and discover unique treasures from over 70 artisan vendors. Bring your whole family for an unforgettable adventure on September 27th and 28th at the Carlsbad Beach Park. Advertisement paid for by the City of Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services, from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells, as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling LLC, over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
The Corps is excited to announce the fall session of our youth sports program. Join us Tuesdays and Thursdays, September 10th through October 17th for Youth Sports, a program made for kids to learn and play pickleball, t-ball, flag football, basketball, and soccer. Different sports happen at different times from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for different ages, so check out our social media and website for more details. $35 registration for members and $40 for non-members includes a Corps t-shirt. Register now at CorpHobbs.com in person or call 575-391-6912 for more info. Keep your kids active with our fall youth sports program from the Corps and your city of Hobbs.
You've imagined that perfect home, designed it in your mind. At Destiny Real Estate, it's dreams that we provide. We buy or sell residential ranches, lots and more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
If you're looking to rent, please join our website at www.destinyluxuryrental.com. I've got everything from a little 2-bedroom all the way up to a 10,000 square foot home with an indoor swimming pool. Again, that's destinyluxuryrental.com. And I'm needing some more homes. If you wanted to make a little extra income, just give me a call. Rhonda Burns, 575-257-3000. At Destiny Real Estate, our business is built on dreams and imagination. Telephone 575-257-3000.
Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
You're waking up to the Morning Morons. One does his best to make you think he's a moron. The other is not a moron. The other is a member of the Mensa Society. I don't know.
Hey, I'm listening to a dumb nonsense radio show.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to one of the morons.
And I am not one of the morons. 809, Florida Health Department advising against eating pythons because they could have a high mercury count.
Really?
Florida, Florida has a health department.
Yeah, well, you know,
I'm totally surprised Florida has a health department, but yeah.
And Kevin, we do have a special guest this morning.
And on with us this morning at 8:09. Go ahead, Blake.
He
Carry
is
on.
the branch manager of the City Bake in Ruidoso. It is Lane Adams is with us this morning. Good morning, Lane. How are you?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Hey, Lane.
We are doing fantastic, and you guys are doing some fantastic things in Ruidoso. Let's just jump right into it. Tell us what's going on.
Well, what City Bank is trying to do is raise some more funds for the Lincoln County Community Foundation. That is the foundation up here in Ruidoso that's been very involved in helping out the fire victims and the flood victims here in Ruidoso.
Mm-hmm.
What we're looking at doing is any donations up to $50,000, Citibank will match for a total of $50,000. So
wow.
We're doing what we can to raise some money to help these people out that have lost their homes and and try to help everyone out that's really struggling up here in Ruidoso.
So for people to do this, do they come to you and say, hey, we're going to make this donation, and we want you to match it, or does it go through Citibank, or how does that work?
Yes, it goes through Citibank. What they can do is if they're in Ruidoso, they can stop by here, drop a check off here at the Citibank location. We're working closely with the Community Foundation. Bring a check by, bring cash by, whatever you want, however you want to do it. Make the check payable to Lincoln County Community Foundation. And then they can also mail the check here at 1850 Sutter, Ruidoso, New Mexico, 88345, whatever's easiest. If they want to wire the money in, we'll make those arrangements too. Whatever's easiest for the people that's wanting to donate. We're just doing what we can here in the community to do, to help these guys out up here.
Right. Now for, because we cover a large area, and for those that aren't able, can they just drop by any branch location to do that, or do they need to wire it from their branch?
No, they can do any Citibank, and that's CITY. That's not CITI. CITY. They're located. We got them in El Paso. We've got them in Odessa, Midland area. We've got them in Lubbock, Fort Worth, just all over the state of Texas, and then obviously here in Ruidoso.
Right. Okay. And it's up to $50,000 total, or up to each donation of up to $50,000?
No, each total of $50,000 total.
Wow. Very cool.
So, we're excited about it.
And in Ruidoso right now, what is the state of things?
Things are getting back to normal the best we can. Obviously, the people who've lost their homes, probably don't feel that way. But, there are people starting to come back into town. We need everybody to come up here, spend every dime they've got to help our local businesses. They've been hit very hard up here. The people that have lost their homes, they're doing what they can to try to find new houses to buy, rent, whatever we need to be doing there. The village of Ruidoso is working closely with FEMA and these guys out there to try to get some temporary housing in here to help them. But as far as the town goes, we are open for business, folks, and we'd love for you guys to come up here and enjoy the nice, cool weather. I know it's been kind of warm down there off the mountain, but come up and join us.
Yeah, it's been slightly warm. We're going to be triple digits again all week everywhere down here. What was the weather?
Warm.
What was the weather like over the weekend in Ruidoso?
It was about 90 degrees here. Pretty warm for us, actually.
Sure is. Right.
Pretty warm for us. Yep. But it's better than 100.
Yeah, that is
most definitely.
True.
Most definitely.
Yep.
Hey, is there a website that they can go to get more information?
There's not, but just call me or call Tanya Sandoval at 575-257-2265, either Lane Adams or Tanya Sandoval, and we'll be more than happy to give all the information these guys are looking for to help these people out up here.
That is an awesome thing that you guys are doing, and thanks for doing that. You live in the community, so you want to make sure that the community is taken care of. So thank you so much for doing what you're doing.
You bet. I've been here for 30 years. Citibank's been here for over 20 years. We've been very involved in the community, and it's our home, and we want it to help everybody out that's in the community and get things back on track.
Thank you so much for coming on the air with us and taking time out of your day. And thank you for doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, 14 minutes after 8, 14 after 8. I got to get to Gutfeld. We'll get to things that happened on this date in history. Tom, if you would, text line 877-396-W105.
All right, this text is saying, Tom, nobody gives a darn about your birthday. You just want the mayor of Loving to give you something for your birthday, says the texter. No, I don't.
I don't know if Robbie would do that.
Maybe I'll ask him. And can you tell me how many days until his birthday? And what was the name of the guy who holds the record for the all-time leading rusher again in the NFL, John?
Wait. Hold up a second. That was Emmitt Smith, I do believe.
I think it was.
And by the way, you know the guy that kicked those players off his football team because they knelt? Oh, there wasn't a guy. Oh, my bad.
You're just trying. You just hate Deion Sanders. You wait till this.
It's
season
a
starts.
fake story. It never happened.
Right. You wait till they get going. Then we'll see.
You
what
act like it's a little thing.
We'll
Right.
see what fake is.
It was still a fake story, Tom.
Fake is fake. At least I don't have to make up feel-good stories.
I don't. But I bet
about
you if
my
any of
team.
the players kneel, I bet you'll suspend him. You want to bet? He will. He don't put
And
up
I
that
knew
crap.
it was
Yes, I will
suspect
take that bet.
He won't put up with that crap.
because
I'll take that
when's
bet.
the last time a player knelt? It's been years.
In the college ranks.
Yes, and by the way, I knew it was BS too, because the colleges, the football team doesn't even come out until after the national anthem.
Well, they better not do it this year because he'll bench him.
I will take that bet, Tom. I will
just saying.
take that bet. What are we betting?
Deion's got a great program over there.
All right, you brought it up. What are we betting?
We're betting
I
nothing.
will take the bet.
I'm just saying if it happens, he's going to bench him.
No. Kevin, didn't he say, do you want to bet?
He said I bet.
I bet you by myself. That's what
what?
I'm referring to.
Let's put 1,000 on it.
No. Smokey in Arizona says Blake and B and Tom can't run the board because he's stuck on stupid and passed out on dumb because he's bleep, bleep, bleep. And I mean bleep, bleep, bleep. And he's retired too. Laugh out loud, says Smokey in Arizona. And good morning, guys. This is Mark from Roswell. He's chiming in. And can we read that one? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Mark, I'll find out for you.
And Tom's a fake person, says this one texter. No, I don't. I tell it the way it is, as Blake says.
I've never heard Blake say that. So
This is all the time. That's the way it is.
in Chicago, business owners bordering up anticipation of violence at the Democratic National Convention. You know, it's kind of unusual when they go back to Chicago, knowing the history of the DNC. They're
Yeah,
threatening
68.
violence. Even though Chicago thieves and carjackers are taking the week off. That's a switch.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to ride through there with your windows down, keep your doors unlocked? No. It's all because Joe Biden's given a speech, okay? Things are much safer now with Joe. They really are. They're a lot safer. What else is going on this morning? New Jersey home to believe be the oldest in North America, sold for $135,000.
That was it?
Yeah, they believe it was built back in the 1600s.
Man, that's a steal.
And former Congressman George Santos expected to plead guilty to charges of campaign fraud later today. By the way, if he wasn't a Republican, you wouldn't hear anything about this story.
Right.
Cori Bush paid her boyfriend to be her security. You don't hear anything about it.
Nope.
Nothing. Vice presidential candidate, speaking of fake individuals, Tim Walz held a fundraiser last Thursday in the Hamptons. $150,000 per ticket.
Whoa. Wow.
Joy Behar was there, Chris Rock, among others. Now, is Joy Behar, is she Jewish?
I don't know what that is.
Supposedly.
Well, I'm just wondering.
Well, she married a Jewish guy.
You think that's where that came from?
I think so.
If we're too busy to watch the Olympics and we're hoping to see the U.S. team perform in breakdancing, you are out of luck. Peacock removed the U.S. from, breakdancing. Why should breakdance? Look, they've added too many events in the Olympics. I saw flag football is going to be an event in the Olympics.
That's
Is
dumb.
that true?
I hope not.
But who in the world plays flag football besides the U.S.?
And what about 3-on-3 basketball?
They had it.
Why? I mean, they've added way too much stuff. It all began with curling. I'm just saying. It all began.
Well,
head of a global-
look. They had to have something for those drunk Canadian bar flies to do, right?
Head of global investment firm says Kamala Harris is economic illiterate and will crash the economy if she puts forth her ideas. Well, it's not even her ideas. It's been done in communist countries.
Venezuela, prime example.
Where, by the way, have you seen the shelves in Venezuela?
Empty.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you think that a farmer is price gouging you, you're an idiot.
I agree.
We got a phone call.
All right, let's go to the call, then we're coming back with Gutfeld.
Good morning. You're on
Good morning.
and the Breakfast Club.
Howdy.
Good morning. I have to call in and break my silence because I just can't take it anymore. I am absolutely fed up.
Todd the Hobbit is calling in.
Oh my God, the minion.
Absolutely. I'm here.
Because
I am
after
here
all
to
these
call,
years, I said you were right about something?
I am here to call Tom A out.
Please.
I worked at that station not near as long as Tom has been with you guys, and I learned how to run the board. Even the ancient board in the other studio, I could run that.
Who taught
I could
you?
run
I
it
taught
at
you.
remote. I could run it. You did not.
Don't forget who taught you, dog.
You did not.
Uh-huh.
Don Nickum taught me how to run the board. You didn't teach me anything except how to be lazy. And I didn't follow your work ethic. You giant man baby. You need to man up and stop making excuses for your life.
You know, you need to just
Part of the
disappear
problem
again.
is part of the problem is everybody around you just coddles you and enables you to act like a giant man baby, and you need to quit it.
And you need to
Run the board, Tom.
You
Stop
need to
running your mouth.
You need to disappear again, Hobbit.
Oh, I'm still here, buddy.
Hey, I gave you kudos this morning. You saved my life by telling me to buckle my helmet.
Okay. Good
I
deal.
gave you kudos this morning, saying that I was in a video and you said, buckle your helmet. One day you're going to get in a wreck. It's going to fly off. And then 3 months later, my head's bouncing off the concrete after I told the wife, can you buckle my helmet for me?
Oh, gosh. I'm so glad you're okay.
So me too. It actually knocked some sense in me.
Good.
It knocked
really
some
tough
sense
to
in
do.
me. It knocked some sense in me, and I stopped pandering to Tom.
Oh, you guys, I pray for y'all every day because I don't know how you do it. I
I'm
really
with you,
don't.
brother. I'm with you.
I was
It's
glad
time
to
for
get out
him
of the
to.
office.
It's definitely
go do
time for him
sales
to man
because-
up. That's for sure.
Oh, he won't. He won't. He will never stop.
No.
The man is an enigma.
What's the enigma?
So I had to break my silence and call in and tell you guys I love you. Tom, stop it. Just
I
man up
appreciate
and
you.
run the board.
Appreciate you, Todd. Take it easy. Patient that is suing Emory University Hospital in Atlanta after they allegedly lost part of his skull. Well, that's kind of important.
A little bit.
Now he's running around with part of his skull missing. The flap, the bone flap, they lost it. Tom, you lost part of your skull also. Did you sue the hospital?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you
I'm
can
just
do it
telling.
retroactively.
Former NFL starter. This guy was a Pro Bowler. Was he a Pro Bowler? No, maybe he wasn't a Pro Bowler. He was a first-round draft pick in 2008. His name is Gotster Churlis. Whoa, I've never heard of C-H-E Churlis. Is it Churlis?
Mm-hmm.
You remember him?
Yeah, he played for the Lions.
Wow. Anyway,
Well,
he was head.
there's not many people with the name of Gosder. It's kind of one of
Yeah.
those. Oh, that dude. He was a lineman. I don't remember
Yeah.
if it was offense or defense, but he was a lineman.
No, he was an offensive lineman, and he he peed on somebody on the plane.
What?
Between Boston and Dublin, and acting erratically. Well, I mean, acting erratically. I mean, urinating on somebody, is that enough?
Well, if it was in San Francisco, they'd just keep on walking. But on a plane?
By the way, Delta said they have zero tolerance for that. Not just peeing on somebody, but the unlawful behavior.
I would hope that they have zero tolerance for peeing on somebody on the plane.
Man, I got to get on a plane in 2 days. Now I'm worried about the golden showers.
Wow.
The good news is I'll be on the plane with mostly, tiny Asians. Their bladder is not that big. Biden.
You're bad.
Looks like a grant going to the New Mexico University for going to the professors to do research on misinformation. Okay, you can start by studying some of the stories that Tom brings up. We had another one this morning.
We did.
That Tom brought up. And we're like, no. But on Friday, we had two. Well, Thursday one, and then Friday, the whole Deion Sanders story.
Right.
So the university is getting money to look into misinformation research. You should be studying in Russia and China. And Gen Zers are blaming social media for ruining their mental health.
Of course they are.
So you're going to blame, what if social media wasn't here? And here's a great idea.
Like our youth.
You can always log out of social media.
Oh, no, that would call for personal responsibility. We can't have that.
Oh, we can't have that. And Robert De Niro celebrated his 81st birthday over the weekend as he dove off his yacht. First thing I thought, Robert, you probably should, do some shallow water diving.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, shallow water. Yeah. So congratulations. You made it to 81.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now he and Joe are tied.
Yeah. In California, there's a plastic bag ban. Produces more plastic bags. That's what they're saying. Did you read that story on Breitbart?
I saw it. I didn't read it. I saw the photo that went with it and somebody covered in bags.
I am not a one of these guys that wants to save the world, but I do want to save the world.
Right.
And we do have a problem with plastic.
We do.
When I go to the ocean and I see plastic bags in the water, our fish are eating the plastic.
Wow.
Then you eat the fish.
This thing says that 10 years after that ban went into effect, that plastic bag waste per California resident has risen by almost 50%.
So, and the point of this is, when you ban something, people actually use it more. Because there's a ban. I mean, look, it's like marijuana. You ban it, and people used it more. I don't know why that is. Do you think marijuana usage is up or down in, say, like New Mexico, somewhere where recreational was passed?
Way up. I would agree.
I don't know if it's up, because the people that are going to smoke marijuana are going to smoke marijuana.
Well, and as far as this plastic bag ban goes, you got to remember Kamala Harris was in favor of those bans and banning plastic straws.
Yeah, she didn't like it.
Think about this too, and let's do an example. She also, we talked about this earlier, wants that $25,000 down payment for homes. Right? But what state has the most expensive housing where she supported stuff like that?
$25,000 is a drop in the bucket for like a house in California.
Yeah, because I think the average is still around $1 million.
Yeah, so that's a drop in the bucket. All right, things that happened on this date in history. We got to get to the boob of the day. I got to get to Gutfeld, too. It's 8:30. We are Beyond the Breakfast Club. Things that happened on this date in history being brought to you by 2A Tactical Firearms Indoor Firing Range. Find them 236 East Navajo in Hobbs. Veteran-owned and operated, largest selection of firearms around. State-of-the-art indoor firing range with the Milo FBI training simulator. You want to hone in your skills? This is the perfect way to do it. They have over 1,000 different scenarios. Unbelievable. I look forward to going out there and try that. Tom and Blake will do it as a team.
Absolutely.
Tom, you'll get killed. Lots of ammo, lots of optics. They've got gun accessories and so much more. And they can actually, if you're a first-time gun owner, they can train you with how to use your firearm. Yes. So they do one-on-one training, and they can do safety courses in a group setting. Online, 2atacticalrange.com, 236 East Navajo in Hobbs. Virginia Dare was born on this date. She was the very first baby born in America to early settlers.
Wow.
In 1587. Somebody took her up on the dare. USS Constitution had a nickname in 1812. Tom, what was the nickname?
The nickname, and ready for the bell, Old Ironside.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, holy crapamola. New York Herald reportedly discovered gold in California. They reported on it first in 1848. There's gold in them hills, and they put it in print. And the next thing, a lot of people were, it's like the migrants coming to America. They're giving free stuff away. Then they came. Condensed milk was patented on this date in 1857. Farmer created a breed where, Tom, he crossed dairy cows with railroad tracks. And, yeah, it was unbelievable.
That's one way to condense it.
Amos and Andy show debuted on NBC Radio 1929. ABC began their traditional Saturday morning children's shows in 1950. Do you know the government actually mandated the cartoons after that, children's programming?
Really?
St. Louis Browns, their owner in 1951, hired Eddie Gaudel, 3'7" person.
Yep. He was a pinch hitter.
Yeah, he was a pinch hitter. Came in. I think he was more like a shortstop. But
you know whose idea that was, B?
Who?
Charlie O. Finley of the Oakland A's. Well, he went on to buy the Oakland A's.
That was actually Bill Veek's idea. He was the owner of St. Louis Browns.
But he was also
good try. Passing got fake news again.
I am not.
Jerry Lee Lewis performed Whole Lot of Shaking on ABC. Had too much damn caffeine. It was 1957. 1960, Soviet spaceship Sputnik 5 carried 3 dogs into orbit. And some people will do anything to get out of walking their dogs. By the way, the dogs circled Earth 3 times, and then they finally sat, laid, and rolled over.
Well, one of them died.
Yeah.
So the 3 dogs, and I remember this, were Belka, Strelka, and Laika. And Laika was the one that died.
World record for crawling was set for 27 miles in 1984. That's either a guy that, was too drunk to drive, crawled home, or he was begging his wife for something, either way. Last episode of Cheers aired on this date in 1993. No more Sam, no more Norm, no more Woody. Yeah, that's where the problem began.
I got another history thing that we missed. And this one's kind of important, especially what's going on nowadays. In 1934, 90% of German voters elected Adolf Hitler to the presidency.
Wow.
90%.
Yep.
Well.
Birthdays today. Rapper Little Romeo is 35. Name his dad, Tom.
I would say Junior Rodeo.
Or Master P.
Yeah.
Either one. From Star Wars prequels, Ahmad Best is 51.
Never heard of it.
I didn't expect it. Leanne Womack is 58. I hope she's still dancing, Tom. I hope. Uncle Jesse, John Stamos, is 61 years old.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Tipper Gore is 76. Tipper Gore.
Wants to censor people.
Yeah. Miss Censorer. Yeah.
Lousy kisser, too, by the way.
How do you know?
Well, when she tried to kiss her husband on
How
the
do you
convention,
know?
She couldn't kiss the guy.
How do you know?
Oh, watch it on TV.
42nd President William Jefferson Bill Clinton, 78 years old today.
He was kissing somebody else.
Oh, Bill has no problem kissing.
Right.
Except Hillary. Former tennis player Renee Richards celebrates their 90th birthday.
First pro
By the way-
athlete to go gender change.
By the way, that's called Tennis with No Balls.
Yep.
Yes.
That was her book. That's real. It's real.
That's it, Mike.
No, I
That's
got
it.
a couple others. Ian Gillan, 79 today. He's Deep Purple's lead singer and Jesus in the original cast for Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. I had one other one. Where is it? We'll just go with that. There's a handful of birthdays for Star Trek today. Gene Roddenberry would have been his. Jonathan Frakes, who played Riker, and Diana Mulder, who was Dr. Pulaski on Next Generation.
Oh. Never.
Tom, do you believe that suicides are up with the Border Patrol?
I think they are, B.
So the number of suicides committed by Border Patrol agents in 2024 have neared the number set in 2023. With 4 more months to go, according to a Washington Post story, at least 7 U.S. Customs and Border Patrol employees ended their own lives in 2024. 8 died last year at their own hands. And I think part of this the blame can be put on the border czar. These guys are not being allowed to do their job.
No.
Shame on us.
Yeah.
Shame on us. Those guys are being put in terrible situations. We are telling them to go and do the job, but don't do the job the way they're trained. Sad.
Yep.
Trump supporter prevented from going into Met Stadium with a MAGA hat on. She is saying it's political discrimination. No, it's just pure discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
So she wanted to go see the Mets game. She was a ticket buyer.
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Moody explained in the New York Post that her and her friend were wearing MAGA hats, had gotten past security checkpoint, but were informed they could not wear those hats in the Citi Field. The ladies informed the employee that the hats were too political. Now, I guarantee you, if you had a Black Lives Matters hats, that wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
If you had a pro-Palestinian, that wouldn't be much problem. If you had a abortion hat, that wouldn't be a problem. Make America great again. That's the problem. Pretty sad. All right, I'm going to get to Gutfeld, and then Blake will get to the boob of the day. Morning show this morning being brought to you by State Representative Randy Pettigrew, District 61. Yeah, District 61, you've got a gem. You do. Continues to serve you his 3rd term up in Santa Fe. Randy continues to fight for our values in Southeast New Mexico. You know, when this governor wanted to, you know, start killing babies at birth, brought that, you know, Randy Pettigrew was like, we can't stand for that. You know, when she wants to take people's rights to buy guns and possess guns, we can't stand for that. When she closed our schools and closed our businesses. Thank God we have somebody that's vocal and goes and fights for our way of life in Southeast New Mexico. Need more information, maybe new to the area? You want to find out about Randy Pettigrew? Go to the website, randallpettigrew.com. Message paid for it by Randy Pettigrew. Blake, we're going to get to you and the boob coming up next. Gutfeld on the 5 talked about what is wrong with Kamala Harris's plan.
I want to point out something Jessica said, that Trump began as a millionaire and now he's a billionaire. I think that makes him an expert in this. I would rather listen to somebody who began as a millionaire and is now a billionaire than somebody who doesn't have a damn clue about economics. I've never heard a candidate today more unsure of themselves on a topic than Kamala Harris. I think she's been burdened by the weight of expectations put on her by the media. I've never seen a better campaign ad for Trump. She's campaigning better for Trump than Trump is. First, let's talk about the down payment issue on the House. A lot of this stuff is infuriating, because they're treating the American public like idiots. She makes a proposal that is only half an equation. The first half is, here's a nice thing for you. The second half is missing, who pays for it? You saw this with student loan theft, described as forgiveness. Who paid for it? You paid for it. You see with immigration policy, who's footing the billions and all that free stuff? You're paying for it. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. And the sooner or later you figure that out, the better off you're going to be. And that's directed at Democrats who don't understand that these policies are going to sink this country.
Amen.
Wow.
Amen. Gutfeld continued. He wasn't finished just yet. Part 2. Come on now. Go ahead.
If you cap prices, you increase scarcity by diminishing competition. People can call her a communist, but you gotta explain this, because the media won't ask the follow-up questions. How do you plan on doing this? Please give me an example. Give me an example where industries got together in a room and decided to drastically increase prices. That doesn't exist. The only example they'll have is, oh, you know, a bodega raised prices on umbrellas when it rained. That's all they got. There is no payoff for industries to artificially inflate their prices, because the people who drive the prices are the consumers. That is, if you want to understand supply and demand, it's the consumers who drive the prices.
Amen. Amen. Yep. Amen. And part 3 of Gutfeld, I never thought he was this smart. I think he's funny, but I never thought he was this smart. Here's part 3.
There is not a single economist who would agree that this is the right thing to do. We can go and talk about Eastern Bloc countries. You can look at the cheap, terrible cars that they made and the appliances they made, but you already know that story. So how do you keep a debate alive if we know this is a fraudulent idea? You don't talk to economists. You listen to politicians or talking heads like me who have to do the research, because I'm sick and tired of hearing people pretend like they know what they're talking about on TV, but they don't. So you won't see economists on other shows, other networks asking these questions. Like, can you give me an example of how this is done? What are the major industries? What is the right price? What is too high? What is too low? Can the government set prices based on not having a knowledge of an industry? What do you mean exactly by price gouging? How is that done beyond unique exceptions? Price gouging is a weak phrase directed at weaker minds.
Wow.
He's right.
Wow. Yeah. So we're going to hear much of that and more. Of course, tonight Biden will speak at the DNC. He'll kick it off, and he's got his own fair share of issues.
Well, again, Kamala's talking about price gouging, something she knows nothing about. When was the last time she went grocery shopping?
Well,
or filled up a tank of gas?
Wait a second, Blake. Her And Coach Tim and her husband, the first soon-to-be first gentleman, were at a convenience store on Friday. Okay? And they were in there showing people about shrinkflation. They got that page right out of the Biden book.
Well, because everything Biden's done, Harris has done.
Yeah. Amen. Amen. All right, Boob of the Day this morning being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine Aesthetics, medical professionals on staff. They've got the experience to take care of you. 575-964-8025. Call and make that appointment today. These guys are so good at what they do. We are blessed to have a functional medicine location and somebody that knows functional medicine. Kelly is that guy, along with his staff. They understand functional medicine. And if you don't understand, I used to not know what functional medicine was. Functional medicine is they take natural remedies to make you feel better, and they're not throwing a bunch of pills. Big Pharma does not like what they do. You know, during COVID, so many people came through the doors at Desert Functional, and they used ozone to clean your blood. And it worked. Big Pharma didn't like that. No. They can do the same if you're not feeling good. Take a deep dive into your blood work, find out what's going on, and then proceed to figure it out. If you're living in pain, they offer stem cell therapy, ozone therapy, and they offer cryotherapy. They offer hormonal optimizations. I can't tell you how many people that I have introduced into ozone therapy that say thank you. Same thing with testosterone. It is a game changer, not just for men, but for women also when it comes to hormonal optimization. Give them a call, 575-964-8025, 3900 North Lovington Highway in Hobbs. Desert Functional Medicine Aesthetics, proud sponsor of the Boob of the Day.
So on the list of worst foods to eat while driving, this one's got to be near the top. A 73-year-old man in Detroit crashed last Wednesday while eating chicken wings behind the wheel. Even worse, he rear-ended a cop. Yeah. A Michigan state trooper was sitting at a red light in his patrol car, and the guy was too busy eating his wings to notice. Now, thankfully, no one was hurt, and both cars only got minor damage, but you can bet the cop cited him for distracted driving. And the Michigan State Police put out a statement that said, important to remember to focus on driving when behind the wheel. Driving distracted, in this case eating wings, is a risky driving behavior that leads to preventable crashes. Now, can you think of worse foods to eat while driving? I have a couple of contenders, like ice cream cone with multiple scoops, maybe lobster, sizzling fajitas, French onion soup, cereal, corn on the cob. Yeah, none of those things. Just don't eat when you're behind the wheel. You'll be okay. Or if you do, you might end up the boob of the day.
Chicken wings.
Yeah.
What is he doing with the bones?
Good question.
Spitting them out the window? I'm just asking. Boob of the Day being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Check them out today. 849 morning show being brought to you by Main Trailer Sales. Don't go camping without Main Trailer Sales. 575-622-1751. MainTrailerSalesInc.com. Go to the website. You take a virtual tour of every one of their units that they have in stock. Keystone, Cougar. They've got a large selection of new and pre-owned models. If you're working in the patch, getting paid that per diem, take that per diem and put it towards a fifth wheel today. They've got 70-plus years of experience, treating people the right way, giving people a great deal, and giving them service after the sale. MainTrailerSalesInc.com. TomTheText.com, 575-622-1751. Tom on the text quickly.
All right, Mama Bear says, Gutfield is very smart. I watched that episode too, she says. And this other text says, I have a Palestine flag solely for the purpose of setting it on fire, they say. And you know what? I'll take that Tom over that babbling idiot Hobbit any day, and any day on the radio. And Hobbit needs a little bass in his whiny little voice. Ha ha, just saying, says the texter. I think I figured out how Tom hit that dumpster. He was falling asleep. He was eating chicken wings. He was not falling asleep. He was eating chicken wings, says the texter. No, I didn't have breakfast this morning, but that thing was just 8 feet off the curb. I'm just saying.
Tom read the
Tom,
one
if it was 8 feet off the curb, it would be in the middle of the damn road.
That's why I hit it.
It was not. It was on the shoulder.
Well, 8 feet out. You put it on top of the shoulder, though.
You're not going to read all the ones in favor
I just
of
said
the Hobbit, are you?
quickly.
And Rock from Roswell says, it's about a comment that the manners said to my daughter was no good, says the Mark from Roswell. I don't know what he was talking about on that one.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to read those.
Oh, okay. So does that mean we can literally call them a peon? You were talking about that earlier, B? Anyway, he was chiming on that. All right, B?
Man, it's good to hear Todd the Hobbit on the radio. Hope he's doing well. John in Carlsbad says, man baby. Next one says, Tom A, the man baby. Just wanted to give balance there.
All right, on the way, Social Security, you're getting a raise. We'll talk about that. How many protesters are going to show up at the DNC? And the governor gets a spotlight on her success. It must have been like a damn flashlight. We'll talk about that coming up in just a second. I got a lot of things to get to.
Inside her blanket
8:52.
fort.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very, very like a small Magnalite that just, yeah. All right, 8:52 news this morning being brought to you by Rig Outfitters and the Home Store in the Broadmoor Mall. Everything you need if you go on the work in the patch. Extensive collection of FR jeans, coveralls, gloves, shirts, you name it, they've got it. They also have all your safety gear, steel toe boots, $99 section of boots. $99. In fact, our buddy Joe has introduced a lot more into that section. Plus, they have furniture, appliances, electronics. You already got the pregame on, the preseason games. College will kick off real soon. You're watching football, but that TV is not getting it done. Your recliner has a spring going where that spring should not be hitting. You need a new recliner or maybe a whole nother sofa. Go in there and talk to them about zero down financing. Get yourself one of them big Gigant T-shirts. TVs. Gigant. Yeah, I just made, that's a Tom A word. And while you're there at the Broadmoor Mall, check out Scrub Outfitters. Scrub Outfitters, the largest selection of medical scrubs. If you're looking for scrubs, they have Healing Hands, Couture, Peaches, Dickies, and others, and a huge selection of compression socks, comfortable shoes, and more. Scrub Outfitters, Rig Outfitters in the Broadmoor Mall. It's already 6 minutes away from 9. Taking a break. We're coming right back. We're W105.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovar. New Mexico Junior College will move forward with the buying of the former Lee Regional Hospital campus for $1.75 million. The multi-story building was vacated when the new Covenant Health Hobbs Hospital building was completed in 2022. The initial proposal was approved by Lee County Commissioners on July 25th, which agreed to give the NMJC $1.75 million in grant funding to purchase the former hospital building. The purchase and plans still need final approval from the New Mexico Higher Education Department and the State Department of Finance. And continued growth in traffic in Eddy County's fossil fuel market prompted construction on a pair of roads to accommodate demand for energy in New Mexico's section of the Permian Basin. Eddy County Public Works Director Jason Burns said work began on August 12th along Longhorn Road, south of Carlsbad near the Texas state line. Work should be complete in March of 2025. In June of this year, the U.S. Energy Information Administration anticipated a rise in crude oil production in the Permian of southeast New Mexico and West Texas to increase 8% from 2023. And a suspect is in custody for the death of 34-year-old Amanda Cifuentes, whose body was found east of Roswell on Thursday. Chaves County Undersheriff Charles Salas declined to release the suspect's name due to the ongoing nature of the investigation, but confirmed the person was detained on Friday and is incarcerated at the Chaves County Detention Center on a probationary hold as detectives work to obtain an arrest warrant, and that authorities are seeking at least 2 other individuals in connection with the death. And that's the way it is. For MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard.
There's Isles of Smiles this week at Bob's Ridgeway with specially marked products assisting the Muscular Dystrophy Association. And big specials like boneless sirloin cut pork chops, $1.79 a pound. London broil, $4.99 a pound. Get split fryer breast, $1.49 a pound. Then produce the large Haas avocados, 5 count for $2.99, and get the macho guacamole mix to go with it for just 99 cents. Big grocery specials like multi-meal cereals, the big bags, just $3.98. Kraft mac and cheese 5-count box, just $4.88. And get Betty Crocker helpers, the big 8-ounce box, just $1.48. Pop-Tarts 12-count, 2 for just $7. And get all your Hostess snack 13-ounce boxes for just $2.98. These and hundreds of big specials where there's Isles of Smiles all week at Bob's Ridgeway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington, where it's service, quality, and where they still carry your groceries out.
Don't miss an evening with the all-star lineup of Ricky Skaggs and his band, Kentucky Thunder. This performance is packed with Skaggs' greatest hits, beautifully blended vocals, and blazing fast instrumentals. Performing for 2 nights on Wednesday, August 21st and Thursday, August 22nd at the Spencer Theater in Alto, New Mexico. For tickets, call the box office at 575-336-4800 or online at spencertheater.com. We'll see you at the Spencer.
Jan from Toyota here. At Toyota's National Sales Event, there's still time to squeeze more fun out of summer with a new Camry, RAV4, Corolla, and more. So go on, squeeze your extended family into a Highlander for a family reunion.
Everybody in. Tammy, Teddy, Tony, Tommy, Toby, Terry. Wait, where's Rex?
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Event ends September 3rd. Toyota, let's go places.
Visit Permian Toyota in Hobbs today. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Lane Adams, Market President of Citibank. Our bank is stepping up in a big way right now to match any donations to the Community Foundation of Lincoln County. During the month of August, when you make any donation to the Lincoln County Community Foundation, Citibank will match that donation up to a total matching donation of $50,000. That's any amount you wish to donate to this important fund that goes directly to the fire victims. Citibank will match it up to a total donation of $50,000. So stop by any Citibank location in New Mexico or Texas. Member FDIC.
In need of a tow? Those don't have to be dirty words. At Lee County Roadside, they have been offering friendly and knowledgeable service for 20 years. From light to heavy duty, there's nothing they can't tow. And with 24-hour availability, there's no time they can't tow it. Don't make a bad day worse by choosing the wrong tow company. Lee County Roadside, the good guys to call in a bad situation. For 24-hour service, call 575-392-3223 or locate them at 7401 North Del Paso, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Like Lee County Roadside on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
Now, back to the show.
Back on the chain gang.
The and the Breakfast Club. Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to us.
The basket of deplorables.
And
it
Kevin.
is straight up 9 o'clock, KWMW, Mel Jamora, 105.1 FM. According to a brand new study, when we look at Pennsylvania, Kamala Harris 50, Donald Trump 47.
That's pretty close there.
I'm not buying the numbers though.
That's what I'm asking.
I'll
Is
wait
that
until.
accurate?
I think wait until everything falls apart at this convention. Once the
Well, that's already working.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They expect 100,000 protesters. These are the same people that want to defund the police, but now they want the police there. These are the same people that are against a wall separating our country and a foreign country, but they're building walls. See the way that works?
Yeah, well,
we only like it when it helps us.
That's the way they've always been. Every Democrat's that way. They don't want guns for you, but they want guns for their protection.
Yeah.
They don't want walls for you, but they will build walls around their place for their protection.
Yeah. They were actually stacking walls. 6-foot wall was not big enough. They were actually taking the fence and making it a 12-foot wall.
Interesting.
Hispanic Executive Magazine did a spotlight on the governor of New Mexico, looking at her achievement, significant progress we're making in New Mexico. Last in education, last in well-being for children. I don't even know how you can look at Albuquerque and think that that is a good example for the rest of the state. It is a crap hole, is what it is. I would have called it somebody else, but something else. Social Security, you're getting a raise, but since the economy is going so well, it's not going to be as big as it was last year. Last year, 2023 was an 8.7% increase.
Sure doesn't
Last
seem
year,
like it.
last year was a 2.63% increase. This year, about a 3% increase.
Well,
So you know what that means. The economy is not a 3.2% increase.
Less than inflation.
So the economy is worse this year than it is. Inflation is worse this year than it was last year. These are the government numbers. And when you look at this, you kind of go, wait a second. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden say things are getting better. If they were getting better, we would not get a 3.2% increase.
Well, the Social Security increase is not even keeping up with inflation.
No. Yeah, the increase is about 20%. Inflationary rate is about 20%, so we're not even close.
No.
Zeroes out.
But we give money to people who come here illegally, but we won't give money to our seniors and our military veterans.
No, we can't give money to them. But you do remember Joe Biden and Kamala Harris voted against giving raises for our military.
They did.
Yeah.
The
they said
lowest the lowest entry level in the military is below the poverty line.
Yeah, they said no. 100,000 anti-Israeli protesters are expected to descend starting today on Chicago for the Democratic National Convention. What do you think the police force is for city of Chicago? What side?
I'm going to say 40,000, maybe.
You think their police force 40,000? I think that's high.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably not that far out of the realm. I was going to say 30. So
big city.
Yeah. Well, it used to be bigger. It's another one of those cities people are fleeing from. And if you look at some of these videos that you can find online, like, was there ever like this demonstrator parade or whatever you want to call it?
Yeah.
If you want to know where they are, that's where they are.
Chicago has the second largest police force in the United States.
Really?
New York, the number one.
Well, New York's got
Chicago
about what?
police force
75?
11,722.
No,
That's all.
that's for
That's
New
it?
York.
No, that's for Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
That's
Wow.
all.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
all.
That's it.
Wow.
Dude, no wonder it's crimes.
By the way, their budget is for 14,000.
Mm.
They can't hire enough police officers.
Right.
Dang, B.
And that's the second largest. How big is New York? I would figure they were about 70, but
They got five
they
boroughs over
can't
there.
be. I mean, no, New York City is its own.
No, I think New York's about 20.
New York City's not a borough.
Oh, Tom.
It's a borough, bro.
Tom.
What you just say?
New York City.
I want to make sure you said what I thought you said.
New York City's part of five boroughs.
No.
The Bronx, Manhattan.
That each one of those are their own. The Bronx is its own city. Queens is its own city.
Manhattan.
The island, that is New York City.
That's a borough too.
No, that's New York City.
36,000 officers in New York City.
That's it. Wow.
Yeah.
But every one of those, all of the other boroughs that you're talking about are suburbs of New York City.
The borough, yeah.
They are their own city.
So what exactly is that, Tom? What does that mean?
He doesn't know.
Because, I mean, you're throwing it around like you know what it means. So what does it
yeah,
mean?
I know what it means. It means places where people live. What it means.
Keystone Warrior, keyboard warrior, sentenced to 3 years in prison for a post he made on X in the UK.
Yep.
More of this could be coming to America. I'm just saying it could be. This guy is being sentenced to 3 years in prison. In the meantime, we've seen the videos of the violent Muslim mobs beating up people based on their religious choice.
Yep.
Jake Paul calls New York dumbass Democrat city.
He did.
At a press conference. I'm not a Jake Paul fan, but that's funny. Young Indiana mom of 3 allegedly killed by her ex-boyfriend while filming on TikTok with a friend. Wow.
Horrible.
Shots fired, killing her while she was doing the TikTok video. By the way, he has since been arrested. She was 25 years of age. That's sad.
Wow.
Newlywed killed in the crash after their wedding when a semi overturned in Colorado on the interstate. Ruben Rodriguez and his beautiful wife, Juliana Rodriguez, traveling with their 1-year-old son and with their parents when a semi traveling eastbound rolled over, spilling pipe across the highway, slammed right into their car. Sad. Sad story. Sad, sad story. And Bob Woodward is coming out with a book. So Bob Woodward, I mean, love him, hate him, came out with a book about Trump, is dropping several bombshells on Biden and Kamala Harris in his brand new book. I might even read that.
Well, look, Bob Woodward, super far left journalist, but a journalist nonetheless.
Right.
I mean, he did do Watergate. What he's talked about several things, in recent years about what would happen nowadays with Watergate, and that would be nothing.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump, who I think is really smart, shouldn't have talked to Woodward. Look, if Donald Trump has one bad trait, and if it's just one, is that, number one, he thinks that he can change somebody. You're not changing people. You're not changing Bob Woodward. And Bob Woodward was going to write a hit piece on you.
Yep.
And he did.
He did.
And he did. All right, Tom on the text, 909. We're going to get to the good news of the day. I got a lot of stories to get to. Our number 877-396-W105.
All right, Social Security increased 3.2%, and the taxes will be increased 5%, says this one text. And this one text sent me the boroughs of New York City. He said the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, and Staten Island.
Why are we talking about this?
No, they sent me that message to say that I was correct on that. And that's why I bought this particular gun, because I would be surprised, this texter says, if this gun in the future will be banned or ATF asks FN to stop production, says the texter. Okay.
Shotgun?
Could be. And B, this person asking about the injections that you get done at.
Where I get done?
Desert Functional Medicine.
Desert Functional.
Yeah.
And I think, guys, we should have a celebrity boxing match between the Hobbit and Tom A., and all the money should go to Red Dozo.
I think the Hobbit would wear Tom out.
Hobbit needs a helmet.
I think walking to his office will wear him out, too.
And Phil from Lovington is saying, that's not a curb in that trailer park. Where's that dumpster was at, says Phil from Lovington.
True.
And Mandy can drive by that dumpster and not hit it, says another texter. Hey, Frank is chiming in. All we want is peace in the good USA, and the Democrats, all they want is war, says Frank.
True.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, well, because, the war machine is so important to a lot of people. That's how they generate money.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty important. All right, on number 877-396-W105, we're coming back. We're going to get you updated with things that happened on this date in history. We'll keep you updated with everything going on this morning. News this morning being brought to you by WWRV. Look, these guys are pet-friendly, very well lit up, and a quiet place to get some rest. This is for working folks. Yeah, if you're somebody that works a lot, and on your days off, you want to just sit back and be able to rest. Look, they also offer high-speed internet as part of their package. Yeah, it's included in the price. Yeah, 30 and 50 amps, all utilities, high-speed internet, and a quiet place to lay your head. 988-0392, or go to the website www.rv3.com. We're coming right back, 9:12. We're W105.
I'm Therese Crowley. President Joe Biden's political swan song tonight at the Chicago Democratic National Convention. Some Democrats predicting tears, but no lingering. Biden heads off for a California vacation before the week's speeches from the Obamas, the Clintons, and nominee Kamala Harris. While 3 GOP House committees issue their impeachment inquiry finding, then VP Biden engaged in impeachable conduct and defrauded the U.S. to enrich his family. $27 million in foreign payments. Next steps uncertain. Donald Trump tapping his son Barron's social media influencer friends to reach Gen Z voters like Bo Loudon, who tells Fox.
I love how Trump's now doing these things like the Spaces with Elon Musk. He's got one tomorrow, I believe. And, the last one reaching 3 billion impressions, 25 million people watching from start to finish, and 74% of viewers.
America's listening to Fox News.
The damaged inventory sale continues at Tate Branch Hobbs. Say hail yes to saving up to $9,000 off of 2024 and 2025 Ram 1500s until the end of the month. Small dings mean huge savings on many vehicles. They're selling them at $500 below invoice minus rebates. The lowest prices around. Cheaper than Lubbock, cheaper than Midland, cheaper than Odessa. Shop local while getting the best value at Tate Branch Hobbs. It's the dealership with the 2 big ramps at 4123 North Lovington Highway across from Texas Roadhouse.
Did you know that when you become employed with Eddy County, you'll be receiving one of the best and most competitive benefits packages in southeast New Mexico? Eddy County offers great pay, paid vacation, paid sick leave, and holiday pay. In addition, you get para-retirement, and for full-time employees, 100% health insurance paid and 60% for your dependents. You can find a list of open positions and apply at New Mexico Workforce Connection or online at eddycounty.org. Eddy County is an equal opportunity employer.
Don't miss an evening with the all-star lineup of Ricky Skaggs and his band, Kentucky Thunder. This performance is packed with Skaggs' greatest hits, beautifully blended vocals, and blazing fast instrumentals. Performing for 2 nights on Wednesday, August 21st and Thursday, August 22nd at the Spencer Theater in Alto, New Mexico. For tickets, call the box office at 575-336-4800 or online at spencertheater.com. We'll see you at the Spencer.
Everyone is a kid at Cliffs.
I'm a Cliffs kid. My mom was a Cliffs kid. My dad was a Cliffs kid. My brother and sister are Cliffs kids. Even my grandma was a Cliffs kid.
Be a kid.
Get your tickets at cliffsamusementpark.com.
Over 30 rides and attractions makes Cliffs a blast for everyone. You never have to choose at Cliffs. You get it all.
Get your tickets at cliffsamusementpark.com.
Be one with fun.
Sutherland's of Carlsbad is here for all your home improvement and DIY projects. Visit Sutherlands.com for how-to tips and guides. Skip the hassle. Buy online and pick up in-store for free at 2101 South Canal in Carlsbad. From hardware, lumber, cabinets, and plywood to fencing, power tools, and furniture, Sutherland's has what you need for the job, plus great financing options. Sutherland's, helping Americans build it better since 1917.
Calling all patriots, the first annual Lee County Republican Party's Freedom Night celebration is coming up September 14th in Hobbs, New Mexico, and tickets are going fast. Come meet and mingle with your elected officials, upcoming candidates, and fellow patriots. A fun evening of food, dancing, and silent auction featuring Christina Bobb, a former United States Marine and one of President Trump's election interference attorneys. It's time to unite, make new relationships, have some fun, and make America great again. This event is not just for registered Republicans. Freedom Night is open to everyone. For more information, call or text Joanne Pennick at 575-318-4343. The MLK Junior Scholarship Committee and the Eddy County chapter of the NAACP is pleased to present a screening of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech on Sunday, August 25th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. at the Carlsbad Beach Bandshell in Carlsbad, New Mexico. Don't miss this special presentation of this iconic speech. Refreshments will be served. Special thanks to supporting organizations, the City of Carlsbad, Southeast New Mexico College, and United Way of Eddy County.
Awesome Graphics, a sign, screen print, and embroidery shop in Hobbs, New Mexico, is expanding and has an immediate opening for a full-time production employee. Job will require the applicant to operate an automatic screen printer, multiple head embroidery machine, as well as large format printers and plotters. Applicants' ability to work safely, quickly, and independently with attention to detail is a must. Knowledge of these processes is desired but not required. Awesome Graphics is willing to train the right applicant, offering competitive pay and benefits, including paid holidays and paid vacation. Don't delay. Bring your resume and apply in person today at 523 West Sanger in Hobbs, New Mexico. Again, Awesome Graphics now hiring a full-time sign, screen print, and embroidery production person. No phone calls. Please apply in person today at 523 West Sanger in Hobbs. Awesome Graphics is an equal opportunity employer.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to us. Short on wind, long on opinion.
And I'm going to mispronounce.
Another day at
B and the Breakfast Club.
Another day in paradise, 9:18, 18 minutes after 9. Good news of the day on the way. FBI arrests D.C. councilman. This guy in 2018 accused the Jewish financiers of climate manipulation. By the way, they don't go into great detail about why he was arrested.
Well, that's something that most of the Democrat policies have in common is they don't go into detail.
Yeah, they won't go into details on what, pretty much anything in this case. By the way, that guy's probably in jail right now blaming the Jews, is what I'm thinking. And a Texas man released from jail steals a truck in the parking lot. Do you know why he stole a truck, Tom?
No.
He got tired of waiting.
Okay.
Montgomery County, Texas. Man released from the Montgomery County jail found himself back in jail for auto theft. Shenandoah Police Department said the man stole the truck in the parking lot of the jail. Law enforcement sent an alert to be on the lookout for the stolen vehicle to the officers, and the officer and the canine partner, Maui, found the vehicle traveling on I-45 towards Harris County. Vehicle was stopped and the man was detained. He told the cops, yeah, I stole it. I was just tired of, waiting for my ride to come pick me up.
That's funny.
Would you call this a boomerang crime?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Tom, why would we call that a boomerang?
Because it comes back and gets you.
Well, no, he just made a U-turn, basically.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, have you ever called Uber?
Never.
Look.
Next time, try that.
We went shopping over the weekend, and we ate at Chick-fil-A on Saturday. And at that
there's a wait.
Oh, yeah. At that particular Chick-fil-A, they have the 2 lanes that go up through the drive-thru, and they have one way in and around the parking lot, right? So you come right next to the people in the drive-thru, and then you come right next to the building.
What town did you go to?
Park. And so we went to do that, and we followed the one-way traffic signs. And when we got around, there was an Uber coming the wrong way.
Uh-oh.
And there's only enough room for a single car behind the parking spots. And I'm like, dude, really? And he was picking up an employee.
Well, I will say this much. At least the employee showed up for work.
Mm-hmm.
What town did you go?
As we know, that's a challenge nowadays.
But yeah, so it was just kind of crazy.
Were you in Midland, Odessa, or Lubbock?
I was in Texas, yes.
Oh, okay. There ain't no Chick-fil-A's around here.
That's what you got out of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he got out of it. Okay. All right, 922. Migrants at the border, their policies. CBS looked into this, Face the Nation poll. If Kamala Harris wins, there will be an increase of border crossings. 48% agree with that.
Which way are
Trump
they going?
Wins, huh?
Which way will they be going if she wins?
Maybe they'll be leaving. If Trump wins, they believe that there'll be an 8% increase. 8% of people believe there would be an increase. Why would there be an increase under Donald Trump?
I don't believe there would.
Decrease in crossings at the border. 21% said if Kamala wins. 72% said there will be a decrease in border crossings if Trump wins. By the way, some people said there will be no effect. Increase, decrease at the border.
Really?
If Harris wins, 30% said no effect.
Yeah,
if Trump wins, 20%, no effect. These people are ill-informed.
Right. Well, they must be in Chicago.
Wow. Or California.
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom signed a crime bill to stop smash and grabs. And then a bicycle ransacked 3 Hollywood 7-Eleven stores in under 25 minutes. NBC Los Angeles reported the first store was hit shortly after 8 p.m. and then they systematically continued. Speaking with reporters, as he signed the bill, Newsom said the impact on poor folks. This will be an impact on black and brown communities. Why is it always about black and brown people?
Well, because Gavin Newsom was born with a silver spoon, and he doesn't have any idea what real people go through. So
if you are a business owner, it will be an impact on you. People stealing.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what color people are.
Right.
I am sick and tired of the pandering. Cracking down on theft and sale of goods and increase enforcement and prosecution. Well, when this whole thing went awry, when Kamala Harris said it's okay to steal and do this, as long as it's not over $950.
Yep. And I will tell you, talk to any small business owner, every theft counts.
Oh yeah.
You know, we have businesses around here that lost $20,000 plus, which comes directly out of the small business owner's pocket due to theft.
Yep. Well, and part of the reason people keep stealing is because they're not prosecuted.
That's 100% true.
Let's not fool ourselves.
Yeah. The police do their job; they arrest them.
Yeah, I mean, if these same individuals were prosecuted, they wouldn't continue to do this. But when they're not prosecuted and nothing happens time after time, well, they'll keep doing it. It's just like a kid. Bad behavior. Until you correct them and make sure they understand the correction, they'll keep doing it. Colorado man charged after he attacked a 15-year-old boy at In-N-Out Burger over the kid splashing water on him. So the Colorado CEO charged with assault and allegedly strangled a teenage boy at In-N-Out. Good Lord. According to the Loveland Police Department, officers called to the In-N-Out Burger after reports of a fight inside. They spoke to the 15-year-old boy who admitted that he and his friends were playing around and they splashed water on each other and splashed water on the customer. By the way, Lucas Calasar, 55 years old, was arrested after brawling with the kid. I bet they won't splash water on him again. Sad story is this guy's going to do probably some prison time because of this.
Wow.
I'd be willing to bet. Tom on the text. Good news of the day coming up next.
All righty. You know, Liberal 432 Liberals chiming in. Staten Island is the one that folk forget, he says. And sorry.
We weren't even talking about that, Tom.
Well, 432 Liberal. Sorry, but must correct Kevin. Kamala's husband will not and cannot be the first gentleman. God help us, says the
he is the second gentleman right now.
I think. Well, I said could be the first gentleman. Could be.
Yeah, and we all hope not. But
no, I mean, I pray to God not. Believe me, I'm going to bed shortly. I'm going to be praying. Please do not let him get into the White House.
Mm-hmm.
Because he'll probably sleep with one of the. I mean, Clinton set a bad example there.
Right. One more text me, and I think Mandy would beat Tom in arm wrestling. Well, I wouldn't let have it because I'll hurt her. I'll hurt her wrist. Yeah. So.
Oh
no, thank you.
You would hurt her?
Yes.
No. I got money on Mandy.
Do you guys
think you hurt her?
I bet you she could out weightlift you. She could out arm wrestle you. She could outrun you. Pick any physical activity.
Well, I try to help her lift stuff, and I tell you're a girl.
No,
you
you didn't. No.
All the time.
I don't know if we have enough time to get into this, but the story was there was a really light speaker back there getting into the way of going to the back side of the production room.
Yeah.
And you came and asked Mandy to move it.
No, I asked her.
No, you asked her to move it.
She's lying.
And then I
By
was
the way,
there.
The roosters are coming home to roost.
And when she was moving it, you stood there in her way and then said, "Do you need help with that?" And she's like, "No, Tom, get out of my way." And you moved half a step.
And I told her, "You're a girl. You shouldn't be doing that."
You said 265. By the time I come home, we're going to see if you can bench 265.
I have been training. My shoulders are
No. That's your fault. That's not my fault. You said you could do it. I'm putting 265 on the bar, and you're going to do it.
I ain't going to hurt myself.
We got buffets riding on this. Remember, Kevin? He bet us.
He bet us. You said 265. Time for you to pony up, Bubba.
And one more text. Did you guys do the kidnapping story in Michigan?
With the four guys? I don't think we got to that.
But we're running out of time, so.
All right, good news of the day being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent Herschel Rust and Hayes, Avenue D in Lovington, 575-396-0513. Home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance. Get in touch with Rust and Hayes today. Proud Farmers Insurance Agent, sponsor of the good news of the day.
So multiple cops in Orange County, Florida, dove into a lake to rescue a woman from a submerged truck. Now, it happened back on August 8th. You probably remember it, but they just released the chest cam footage, and the truck was fully submerged. They had to break the window while they were underwater, and there is video on the Orange County Sheriff's X account. And two male flamingos successfully hatched an egg at a zoo in England.
What?
And they're now raising the chick together. Zookeepers think they took over after another flamingo couple abandoned the egg.
Oh.
Which was kind of interesting. And a stray Labrador retriever tried to board a doggy daycare bus in Georgia last month. And then he started chasing after it, and there was video put out about it. It turned out the previous owners didn't want him anymore, so another couple could adopt him. They called him Waylon, and he got his wish. He now gets to ride the bus to daycare with a bunch of new friends, and there's a cute little photo of it online. And all that is the good news of the day, Kevin.
Good news of the day being brought to you by Herschel Rust and Hayes. Check him out today. Tom, we're out of here. God bless America. God bless you. And God bless 265. We'll see you in a couple days, buddy. Nothing. Wow.
He's just sitting there looking at the microphone.
News this morning being brought to you by Rocha Air Conditioning and Heating. Get in touch with Enrique Rocha today. 631-1999. Call him today. 575-631-1999. We got triple-digit weather in the forecast. Not today, but Wednesday and Thursday. Today's only going to be about 99, if that makes you feel better. If the air conditioning's not working, it's not going to make you feel better. Get in touch with Enrique Rocha. He can get out there and get you going again. His number is 575-631-1999. Rocha Air Conditioning and Heating. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 6:06 for B on the Breakfast Club. Tradio is coming up next.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases